Welcome on in, builders. Remember how I said I don't like doing strategy or tactics games that I haven't done before, just live on stream? Yeah, me neither. So we're gonna start Phantom Brigade today because we finished Menace a day earlier than I kind of thought that we were gonna be doing. I'm gonna give people just a minute or two to hop on in here before we get going. I have not been any further than just the basic menu here, just to make sure things were gonna be up and running. Looks okay. For those of you who were hanging out last night, my continuing, I don't want to say tech problems, but trying to fix some minor issues resulted in me having to upgrade the firmware in my camera, which messed up my green screen, which resulted in me digging deeper and finding out that the firmware just like reset my camera settings. And this camera's out of the box settings are pretty garbage, and it's still not exactly where I want it to be. I'm like, I don't know, a little washed out, but I ran out of time, basically. We've got our green screen back and it's vaguely functioning. You can see my gray hair in high definition tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'm happy enough with it. Maybe I'll fiddle with it. There's diminishing returns when you're fiddling with camera settings, I suppose. Hey, Slice. Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. It's been a little while. How you doing, man? Finally checking the game out? Yeah, I've had it for a while. I bought it on Steam sale, but just, you know, the timing was bad for it to have a chance to hop on in there. Trigracian formula. Don't know what that is. Yeah, I also moved my camera. That was a part of the project I wanted to do, and I'd been holding off because I didn't want to fiddle with it and have to redo the green screen. I figured, well, if it's broken anyways. In fact, we are still looking really washed out. I'm gonna do exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do. And I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna fiddle for ever so slightly. I'm gonna fiddle ever so slightly. Are you running gamma by chance? You are not running any gamma. All right, hang on. Ever so slightly. In fact, I should probably have this where I can see. If we turn that down. Okay, I kind of like that even better. Okay, I'm not gonna play with it anymore. I'm gonna leave it alone. Theoretically, a source of natural hair color? I don't care being gray. I'm not gonna fight it. Hey, Simba, how's it going, man? Okay, let's go ahead and hop in and see what this is all about. I think we're gonna have a couple little setup screens just based on what I saw earlier. We'll just get through those pretty quickly. Game, please. You're gonna accept my enter? Sure are. Okay, we will be playing in English. The focus is fine. We are gonna start a new campaign. I have a feeling we're gonna have a video here, and we'll have to just give it a second. Just go greatest part. Yeah, I'm way too lazy to dye my hair or something. It's just never gonna happen. We are just gonna play on normal. Like I said, I'm going in 99% blind into this, so hopefully we'll be all right. I do know that we can adjust a lot of difficulty things. I think we can change these on the fly if we get to the point that we want to do that. Hopefully my camera will be in an okay spot. I already kind of see it's got my arm in there weird. Cut that a little bit. Press escape to skip. Okay, 3 years ago, Boundary Falls Outpost, Fryland Republic, or Fearland Republic. Major, all systems nominal, ready to commence testing. Deployment confirmed. The techs want to see if you can push the prediction prototype to the full 5 seconds. Oh, it's just auto-progressing, I see. HQ, I'm seeing a lot of interference in our data streams. It looks like the northern comm tower might be offline. We're seeing that too. Lieutenant's busy at the town site. Any chance you could check out the tower before commencing the test? Before moving out, try adjusting the camera view. Move the camera with WASD. Rotate the camera with Q and E. Tilt the camera with R and F. Yeah, that's kind of a weird key combo, but sure. Or try moving the M3. Okay, so, yep, that's maybe a little bit easier for me. This unit, left-click this unit to select it. Information about the selected unit will be displayed here. Left-click the unit to open the action list. Left-click the unit to open the... I sure did. Run. Okay. Left-click in the world to confirm your movement. Click this button to execute the plan. On our way, I swear, if it's one of them dang birds again. I'm feeling it's not birds. Major, it looks like the power line has been completely severed. How is that even possible? HQ, are you seeing this? I kind of want to hit space, but I'm also worried that it's going to skip the whole thing. Attempting to reconnect. This doesn't feel right. Let's bring the prediction system online. Activate the prediction system. Boot it up. The timeline displays your planned action and predicts what every unit will do in the next 5 seconds. I'll circle the tower, cover my 6. If your system is warmed up and the thing actually works, you should see my predicted movements. Got my chance of spacebar. Okay, I think I'm good on that. This is the action bar. Click the run action to see how the prediction helps with planning. Hover over the timeline, also shows the predictions. We're gonna run. Okay, so what it's showing us here is he's already got a plan that he's gonna run up that way. And so as I move around at different points, he's gonna be in different places. So the way this game works is we essentially plan our timeline 5 seconds at a time using our prediction engine to kind of like intercept enemies, etc., etc. This point should provide a clear view. Note how the distance to it changes prediction arrival time. Movement time is determined by distance. You can move any number of times. Actions can be canceled with 2 right clicks. If you're happy with the plan, execute it. I'm not allowed to do my 2 right clicks yet. Oh, dude, you knocked over several trees. And then we just stood there. We have contact. It looks like a Cascade tank. I'm not detecting any registration or transponder. Attention, you have crossed the border into Virulent territory. We will provide escort back to Cascade Dominion soil. Please confirm. Contact confirmed. Commencing phase 2. Boundary Falls has multiple prototype units on patrol. Try to take them intact. Major, predicting weapons going hot. The tank is about to attack. You'll need to get closer to engage it. Click on the run action. Moving there will place you into the target's optimal range. Click the attack action next. First, choose when the attack should happen by hovering over the timeline. The target should be in optimal range, the white ring around your unit during that time. Okay, so I need to white ring. Okay, so like right there maybe? Yeah, when's that white ring pop up? I guess right there. Finish the attack by clicking the targeted unit or its prediction. The percentage displayed is the predicted effectiveness of the weapon at this range. Okay, so we will be 100% effective at that range. You can drag the movement and attacks on the timeline to adjust the time and place of every step. More than one attack can be planned. Try creating another attack. All right, so we'll bump them back to back, I guess. Now you plan 2 attacks in a row. Try executing your plan. Hey, Mello, how's it going, man? Okay, that seems a little quiet. It was really loud when I was doing my little test earlier. Might need to turn it up a smidgen. What the hell were they thinking? This is an act of war. Are comms still down? We need to... Reading multiple Cascade signatures approaching from the north. Take cover. Okay, so we want to run to the cover. Is that like airstrikes? And we also have a bunch of tanks rolling up on us. I'm not allowed to just fire at them? All right. All teams continue to advance. Weapons free. Secure those prototypes. Level everything if you have to. Major, come in. Major signatures are moving on the town site, requesting immediate support. Get to the town, cadet. I'll defend this position. All right, this guy's not too bad. You gonna survive? Multiple units approach. Treat as hostile. T minus 5 seconds. Okay, we'll see what we can do here. Protect the town. Enemy forces are attacking the town. Eliminate them using the 3 units at your disposal. This light mech is carrying an assault rifle and a submachine gun. It's best equipped for medium range. Circle the enemy and take advantage of the speed to avoid shots. Okay, can I get into the menu? Options. Okay, let me know if this is going to be too loud for you guys. That seemed really quiet to me. It was so banging loud on the menu screen. Let's go up to like that much. Okay. See if that's better. Okay, so light mech, I assume that's you. They want us to dodge shots, so we have a shot coming there. Okay, so I see. So that's what they're planning to do. So they're not going to start shooting until like really early. If we wait until like here. Okay, so we have 2 different attacks. We have the gun and the gun. Scatter, optimal range is basically the same. Pilot damage 1. Maybe I don't want to damage my pilot. Okay, and then we put an attack on the timeline and we target him. Okay, so we're gonna run up and we're gonna shoot him. And then maybe another attack. And that one, 16%, 0. Okay, so not good. Okay, and hang on. How do I know how much damage we're doing? Unit damage. Okay, so here we go. Unit damage. So I do need 2 attacks to finish this guy off, and we'll just do it again. Okay, and then do I just click the next guy? And this is his timeline, and you can see that I've already got my first set of plans made. So this is like the basic way this game plays. Basically, you set up your 5 seconds of movement with your prediction engine. You get to know what the enemy's gonna do. So if I don't move this mech, this one's gonna run up and shoot him. So if we don't move by like here, we would get just shot. So we're definitely gonna wanna move. This mech has a shotgun which inflicts high damage at close range. You can use the shield action to block attacks while closing the distance. Okay, well, I'm not gonna just sit around. So we can actually get pretty far, but just, I guess if we run that far, that also means that we can't shoot as many times. Okay, so I also want to make sure I don't bump into each other. See how that's doing that yellow thing? I do know that that's like kind of one of the learning curves of this game is not dooming yourself with a bunch of bump-ins. Okay, so let's go. I want to make sure we can fit a shot. We'll run to here, and we'll blow up that tank, hopefully. 0%. Okay, hold on. Put the attack in, and I want to shoot that one. 92% chance. I guess we're going to go for it. And we have this guy. This mech carries a heavy beam weapon. It's slow but powerful. Beams can cut through cover and hit multiple units at once. Okay. I don't know if we're going to really have good shots or good targets for that. It doesn't look like he's going to get hit. Okay, let's see. If we started... Oh, wow, that's a long time. Nobody would be in range. Okay, so we need to wait until somebody's in range, like right there, and we start shooting him. Okay, probably not optimal, but at least so far as I see, we're not going to run into each other, although we're very close right there. We're going to definitely take out that one, and then we might take out that other tank. This game has such an interesting turn-based mechanic because it's not actually turn-based, but rather predicting enemy movement. Mello says, going okay, finals week began there. Oh man, I do not miss those days. Sort of a We Go system? Yeah, totally. Okay, let's see how horrific I did on this. So here's our 5 seconds. Okay, please don't shoot me. Okay. We got the one tank, we got the second tank. And we hit with the shotgun. I'm not sure we actually finished it off though. Oh, we did. Okay, so it is destroyed. Okay, so far so good. He's still beaming at the beginning of that. So we can actually run overtime essentially. Interesting. In the heat of battle, it can be hard to keep track of everything. Click here to replay the last 5 seconds. We'll just click it again just to see. So I want to watch maybe the shotgun this time. So we run up. We have some very close. I think our shield actually got pinged, but I guess that's okay. Hover over the timeline to review specific points in time or use the time controls to watch the action on repeat. I'm good. Once you're done with the replay, return to the planning by clicking here. Okay, and then we just plan the next turn. So let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so we would get shot. We would get shot by this guy if we don't do anything about it. Well, I bet you we could do something about that. We'll do this guy. Okay, secondary. I kind of want to fire my primary weapon. So, set in timeline, nice and early, 97%. What if we wait just a second? Let him come forward slightly. There's 100%. Okay, and then we're gonna get shot by this guy coming over here. I thought you were destroyed, but you are not destroyed. You're gonna turn and try to drive away. Okay, I think we're gonna need to shoot this guy twice. I don't think we have him done. Now I'm pretty certain that we will have him done. And then I guess we'll move. No, we will move. Set destination. Yeah, it's not, I don't want it starting at the beginning though. How do I... okay, hang on. That's not quite what I want, but I think I'm just misunderstanding. Okay, we'll have you run to like here. I want to move this. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna shoot and then shoot again. And then we're gonna run off that direction right here. Okay, so I don't want to go that far, so we want to move to like right there. Oh, that's, there we go. Okay, that's a little weird. I got, it's kind of like I need to like put the bar where I want it and then come off to do these things. It's a little strange. Okay, so then we start moving to here. Okay, they haven't warned me about heat yet. I do kind of know that heat is kind of a thing. Okay, so we'll stop moving and we'll shoot that guy too. And we'll shoot him again. I guess if they're not going to warn me about it, I'll just keep shooting. All right, so our light mech is going to kill this unit and hopefully kill that unit. All right, this guy, we're going to put an attack into that right off the bat again. And then we have this guy who is going to run over there and then shoot. So let's put our bar here and then do a move. Okay, that's... Well, I want to end up closer. Yeah, I want to end up closer. Okay, can I do that? So we're going to shoot that tank. We're going to run up here. And then we're going to... Nope, not there. Right here, we're going to shoot that. And then we're going to shoot it again. Hopefully I'm making sense of that. I can see already how complicated this is going to get. All right, and Beamy Boy. We blew up one target. Okay, so who are we not getting? So this guy... okay, so he is going to try to shoot our tank right about there. Can we get an attack on him that will stop it. And then, you know what, let's also... I guess we don't really need to move because this guy's weapon shoots far enough. Hopefully he'll just beam him and kill him. If not... Okay, so he has a gun that traces, so I'm a little leery about this timeline. Maybe we need to start moving sooner. So we'll take a shot. We'll take the second shot and then start moving. And then back those two up. So that's in optimal range. Okay, he's still aiming at me. I think we're ending up taking a little bit of damage here. How's the turn-based mechanics feel for you? Well, we'll see, I suppose. We'll see. Okay, I think that's it. Let's find out. Okay, so we blow that up with the first shot. I didn't need to shoot twice. Okay, that tank's crashing. We did blow up that one. Can we finish off this guy? With a shotgun? Yes, we can. Okay, I will say that does feel pretty rewarding. That is complicated, though. Holy moly. More cascade signatures approaching our position. Detecting 20, 30. Reserve relay offline. Emergency broadcast failed. We're being overrun. All units evacuate the civilians and fall back. Don't let them get their hands on the prototypes. Hey, Locke, how's it going? Yo, I ended up buying Shadow Empire after watching your streams. Never would have found it otherwise. Well, awesome, man. Glad you like it. Yeah, I've got, like, what, 5 seasons of Shadow Empires plus the series that's ongoing. I would suggest season 1 if you want a lot more tutorial. Season 3 is kind of a fan favorite. Just toot my own horn there, I suppose. Hey, Gray, how's it going? This looks like it'll become mind-bending when it hits you with the main gameplay, but really awesome at the same time. Yeah, initial impression is good so far. The attack on Boundary Falls was the first of many. Without warning or provocation, the Cascade Dominions swiftly overran their neighboring country, the Republic of Fearland. The annexation was brutal and absolute. Within days, Fearland's military was reduced to scrap and rubble. Their surviving forces fled to wherever safe corners they could find. Armed only with the salvaged or rebuilt equipment, they worked together to form a resistance, engaging in covert and guerrilla warfare against the occupiers. Over time, they became known as the Fearland Freedom Forces, or the 3F. With dwindling numbers, their victories were short-lived, but the 3F had one thing that Cascade didn't: the prototype prediction technology that had been saved from Boundary Falls. The prototypes were entrusted to a small group of mech pilots who could use it to strike their oppressors with seemingly supernatural precision and speed. They did seem to know about the prototype when they attacked us. Also, I'm noticing we're on a planet that has a ring, apparently. To risk their one advantage, the time had to be right. For the last 3 years, we've remained hidden, waiting for an opportunity to fight back. That opportunity is today. Three years later. You peer out at the vast stretch of land before you. Despite years of occupation, it still feels like home. A pilot points to a spot on the map directly ahead of you. Langset, one of Fearland's remote outposts, now under Cascade command. And, if your intel can be trusted, home to a mobile base currently undergoing repair. It's time to make your move. This is the world map. Try adjusting the camera view. Move the camera with WASD, rotate. Okay, same controls. Gotcha. The details of your current operation and the objectives, active objectives, are displayed here. Finding a foothold, 1 of 9, home base. Your intel has suggested that nearby repair yard is housing a mobile base, or a crawler, an asset that would greatly benefit the resistance. Investigate the Langset repair yard. Hover over the destination and press right click to move on the world map. If you're ever lost, tab to reset the camera. Okay, we're driving on in apparently. Langset, once a remote mine, way up in the Headmark Highlands, Cascade forces repurposed it as a repair yard for some of their larger armored vehicles. Those were the early days of the occupation. Now, aside from a small patrol, it seems nearly abandoned. Your mech frames haven't been haven't been tuned up since before the invasion, but they should have no trouble here, especially when they're equipped with prediction systems. One of your pilots spots an old mobile base settled into a repair bay, ripe for the taking. It's time to move in. Suit up. Breach. How's the sound for you guys? Like, I don't know, it keeps bouncing between really quiet and kind of like okay for me. I might need to turn it up a smidgen more. Okay, this is what we've been training for. If we can capture the mobile base, we'll be able to repair and refit these rusty mechs. Control, we're seeing 2 mechs approaching from the west. I'm getting negative response on IFF, treating those signatures as hostile. You're oddly competent. What's up with that? Quick execution. Thanks to the prediction system, this patrol should pose little threat to our mechs. Check the predicted enemy actions, avoid the incoming fire, and strike once in range. Check this corner to see mission status and objectives. Right now, your main objective is to eliminate all enemies on the field. We want to recapture... Okay, so we just want to eliminate forces. The enemy has called for reinforcements. It would be a good idea to clear the field before they arrive. Okay, will do. Some is quiet and some are okay. All right, let's nudge it upwards again and we'll see. Like I said, on the main menu, it was blaring. It was absolutely blaring. So I turned it way down, as you can see here. We'll even do this a little bit too. There we go. Okay, so we have tank. Oh, is that it? It does look to be it. Are you guys gonna shoot at me? You're not predicted to shoot at anything yet. Okay, what do we got? We have Defender, which looks to be a shield and a shotgun. Okay, so for the shield, heavy plated shield has no regenerative barrier layer but offers considerable protections for its mass. Built on the mech, absorbing damage. Okay, so I think if I wanted to shield, yeah, I can like raise my shield while we're moving around. I don't need to do that yet. All right, and your attack range is super duper slow or super duper low. So if we run to there, that's where they're at in the timeline, and then we attack him. And I think we need to fire twice. Him. And then I'll move forward. I don't want to bump you there, but I don't want to do it there. I want to do it at the end of the turn. Okay, so we're gonna run up. We're gonna shoot. We're gonna shoot. And then we're gonna move forward closer to this guy, basically. All right, and then you have assault rifle and a handgun. I don't know why this assault rifle... Oh, maybe this is doing pilot damage to them. I think I was misinterpreting that. I was thinking that was like self-damage. Medium range assault rifle, high caliber rounds can destroy cover and inflict pilot damage. Yeah, I did read that wrong. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need a move. I'm pretty sure our shotgun has that one covered. So I'm gonna go for this other guy. I want to be near cover so we can dash behind it if need be. Okay, if we go to there, and then I would like to attack right at the end. Okay, I do notice that there is a heat thing here. Okay, 79. All right, hang on. If we wait a second longer, hang on, I think we could do better. Let's wait until it is 100%. All right, so we're gonna run up. We're gonna shoot. Now, does it tell me? Okay, so that puts our heat really high. What if we then shoot? Hang on. No, I want to move you. If we then shoot, we're too far away. Okay, what if we... Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to this. The buttons here are a little strange to me. Now, what if we move a bit more? But I don't want it here. I want it after the attack. All right, so we run up, we do some shooting, and we move up closer, and then while we move, we'll take some pot shots. Attacks generate heat. Keep an eye on the timeline and heat indicator. Space attacks to let heat dissipate to avoid damage. All right, that doesn't say I'm gonna redline, so I'm gonna assume we're okay. Wonder if you get more rewards for killing more enemy. I do believe you do. We get salvage from our missions at some point at least. Okay, let's see how well I understand this system. Wow, look at that clown. He already hit something. He was already crashing. We hit him twice just to make sure. Oh, we already killed that. Okay, I need to read better on the predicted damage, I guess. Are we still gonna shoot? We're still gonna shoot even though it's dead. Okay. Okay, attacks during heat. Keep an eye on the timeline. Destroyed. I don't... What else do I need to do? Move... Oh, not you. You. Move... Do we have other enemies on the field? Am I crazy? What is this? Events involving units. I feel like I've already got this done. Reinforcements are expected to arrive. Okay, well... We are overheated a little bit. Let's just go to here, I guess. Actually, you know what? No. This guy is short range. Let's have him... I'm going to assume they're either going to come from this direction or out of these tunnels. Let's, like, really book it over there. And then we'll have this guy move here because he has a long-range weapon. It said destroyed percentage underneath it. Negative 12% destroyed. I assume... I don't know. I assume that means we killed them? I don't know what else that would mean. They look pretty fiery. I'm going to assume that that's the case. Well, it says neutralize all enemy units. Contact 1 and 2 are both destroyed, so I'm going to assume that that's the case. All right, let's just execute. Maybe I'm too good at the game. Okay, we run for cover, and he runs for cover. And then a lot of time goes by. Deploying those old mechs. Huh. Is this supposed to be Fearland's resistance? Let's put them in the ground and report it to command. Okay, I was right. Somebody did come out. All right, nobody else showed up. Okay, so I guess this is really the thing to watch. So new hostile contact 1 enemy intercept deploying. All right, so what's he gonna do? He's gonna run up. He is gonna take some shots at me right there. Okay, let's start with you. Let's move. Yeah, let's just pop out here. If you move to there, way not close enough. All right, actually, no, let's not do him. Let's start with him. All right, run. Okay, I can hop over the building. That's very cool. I already really like that. All right, and right here. Okay, he is gonna try to shoot me as I come up. So then we shield. Like that. Against him. All right, so we run to there, we put our shield up, and then he's gonna shoot at it. And then he's gonna run past us. Okay, so I see. I was wondering, I'm like, well, how will the enemy ever hit me if I'm able to just dodge 100%? That makes sense. So, like, they can still, like, aim at you within the prediction. I don't think that shield is actually in the right position. I wish you could edit this without having to do a full remove. That's a little weird. Okay, so I want, like, that. So he's gonna... No. Okay, I had it. Like that. Do I not? Okay, I guess I do target him. I guess I'm going to assume that that's how that works. I don't know if that's the case. All right, give me an attack. Am I able? Okay, no. I'm not able to shield and attack at the same time. Okay, that's fine. I just got to make sure I'm not there with him on that part of the timeline. And then we will put my timer right there. There's got to be a better way to do that. Hang on. Do I have to left click this? No. I feel like I want this bar to be right here because when I move, it's moving my bar around. I want to move. Okay, well, I want to move over here, but I don't want to do it then. Okay, that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. And then we're going to run to there. That's fine. There's a wait button just to remind you. There is a wait button. I don't think I need to wait here. So we guard him for the shots. We turn around, we shoot him. And then I'm going to move forward to get in position if he doesn't die. Okay, you now. Get rid of that. All right, we want to move. Now I want to be a little bit careful here. So, all right, if we go to there. Okay, he's not planning on shooting me. And we attack. Oh, we want our attack back here. 95%. No. Wait until he's a smidgen closer. 100%. Okay, so we start shooting at him. Now we're getting a little bit dangerous on that. And we gotta watch out for our friendly fire too. Okay, so we gotta move by here. So then we'll move again. Not much, just like to there. And I want that to happen here. So we take some shots. We move over. He takes his shot. And then I guess we will shoot a second time way at the end here. If we need to. I guess we shoot either way, don't we? All right, so predicted damage. Unit damage. Oh, that's not what I wanted. 259 out of 1,000. Okay, so 59. That doesn't change. So is that telling me that's what he'll have left at the end of the turn? I'm not sure exactly how to parse that. So either I'm doing 259 damage or he's going to have 259 left. And then at the end of the round, we blap him if we have to. I think that's okay. Let's do it. Okay, we dodge. He's crashing. I don't think crashing necessarily means dead, though. Yeah, he's still drifting. Contact 1 crashed. Part lost lower body, so he's not done. Alright, so we set in timeline right away. We just shoot him again. That is too hot. That is too hot. Alright, so we'd like to attack here against him. Okay, that is way too hot again. Okay, I'm noticing a problem with that gun. I'm noticing a problem with that gun. Okay, let's hold off on him then. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so he's gonna finish his move, and then we put an attack in on him for 100. Unit damage 181 out of 500. Okay, I'm obviously not understanding that mechanic there. Okay, and that is gonna overheat us too. What if we waited a little bit? Ever so slightly still overheated. There we go. Make a sandwich with him. I'm working on it. There's a wait button, yes. Anyone know of streaming Dom 6 plans currently? I was thinking about that today, meow meow. I don't have a time, basically. I was just starting to wonder when we're gonna see another Dom 6 patch. There are a couple nations I do want to do like an additional stream on, but I don't know when that's going to be. And they definitely would not be a midweek stream. That would either be a Friday or a Sunday stream. You move the mech with a shotgun at the end. Use the pistol. Yeah, maybe the pistol will do it for us. All right, let's see. If we just did the pistol right away, we're a little too far away. So let's actually move a little closer. Our lines of fire do look like they're fine. Let's do this. And then we can shoot at any point. So like here, 82, 95 is probably good enough. All right, and that's fine. And we probably, I mean, I think he's already dead with the crashing, but just in case, we'll fire a second time. All right, and then you also have him. Yeah, I need to learn how to suss this damage out. Is that telling me that he's got 506 left and I'm dealing 181? I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to read that. Sounds good. Thanks for responding. Yeah, no problem, man. I can always tell people, just if you're subscribed, you'll see them up. And for a Dominion stream, I'll try to post that a couple days in advance, not have it be a last minute one. Or hop on the Discord, and I always do an @everyone before I go live, so you make sure you don't miss it. Okay, let's see if that does it. I don't know, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time here. If that doesn't do it, I would want to move. Maybe we go back this way. I don't want to go that way, so go to there. I don't want to do it at that point, though. I want to do it here. Okay, so we take a shot if we need to. We run over there. I think that's fine. And then this guy. This guy. Okay, so we're gonna shoot, run. We do some standing shots. Lines of fire are clear. He is trying to shoot my other guy, according to this. Okay, hang on. He is trying to shoot, so we'll put the shield up again. Where does that come in? Right there. Point your shield at him. Just in case that goes through the building. I'm not exactly sure how that works. All right, and then here, shoot. Okay, you know what? Are we good? Okay, so heat goes up. Heat goes up. Too much. All right, what if we push it back? Okay, I think that's fine. Let's do it. Okay, so we come up, we take another shot. We whiffed with one of the pistol shots. We pull out the assault rifle. Okay, that did not kill him. So I need to figure out, okay, what shows me his actual life? What am I looking at here and not understanding? Upper body. Oh, okay, I see. So we're hitting different parts. So we've blown off some of the parts, but not all of them. That's what was confusing me. Don't forget that pilot damage is meaningful. The more you damage the mech, the less salvage you get for it. Well, I don't have a lot of weapon choices at the moment yet. We're obviously still in tutorial land. Okay, we are like absolutely overheated here, and he doesn't seem to have a weapon. Okay, so I think we literally just move back to there. And then we will hopefully shoot him next turn if he's still alive. And then over here, I think we go to here. We shoot. We have like no heat here. Okay, we should be clear. Let me make sure that's the case. Oh yeah, we're totally clear. And can we just do it again if he's still alive? Okay, so we shoot and we shoot, although the accuracy is going down. So maybe we do a little move. Just a little move right there. Okay, so we run here, we take some shots, we run a little bit closer, and we take some more shots. Okay, and then we move. I think we're just chasing this guy down at this point. We move at the end of the round, we'll just get closer. All right, do it. Destroyed, okay. Yeah, I think what was confusing me was it was showing me those numbers and they were individual part damages, and I was hitting like different parts. I think that's why those were so confusing for me. Don't forget that the pilot damage is meaningful. The more you damage the mech, the less salvage you get from it. Okay, yeah. Boy, that gamma is still bothering me on that camera. No targets remain. Mission successful. Continue. I'm gonna break my own word yet again. I'm gonna go fiddle. We learned last time this is a horrible idea, Babel. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe it's only bothering me. It's just like with the sound. Debriefing. After each fight, you can review key metrics and state of your squad and available rewards. 25 seconds of combat, 30 actions planned. We traveled 500 meters. We did 1 blocks destroyed, damage taken. Okay, so we took a little bit of damage here. That's probably the shield. Damage inflicted, no losses. We killed 3 units. Debriefing starts with a quick summary of the outcome and key stats. Battle length is one of the most important metrics here. A quick, decisive battle is usually better for your squad than a protracted engagement. Press this button to proceed. All right, bro, have a good one, man. The next page covers the state of your pilots and mechs. Taking care of your squad is key to a successful campaign, so it's important to take note of pilot injuries, fatigue, experience gains, and other events that occur in combat. The mech assigned to a given pilot will be displayed in the background. You can hover over the panel to get additional information about its state. Okay, so we took a little bit of damage here. Proceed to the next page once you are ready. Most fights will yield rewards. These can include valuable resources or even items that can be immediately equipped on your mechs. You can click the items on this list to check their stats and appearance. Okay, we got another shotgun and we have an assault rifle. Proceed to the next page once you are ready. Okay. The final step is salvaging. Every enemy you defeat on the battlefield might provide new parts for your mechs. In this step, you can decide what to take and what to leave behind. Each enemy with compatible equipment will be displayed on the list. Units like tanks might not have any, while an enemy mech might have up to 6 usable items. Some fights can involve dozens of enemies, so remember to check additional pages listing more units and items. Use these buttons on the right to recover, scrap, or abandon any given item. You are limited by salvage budget. It can vary depending on the number of defeated units, mission type, province, and even pilots you bring to the fight. Some options can be costly, such as recovering items instead of scrapping them for resources, recovering higher quality items, recovering parts that were destroyed in combat. If you're unsure what to pick, it can be a good idea to check your squad. You can click here to compare parts in the salvage pool with equipment on your mechs. As an example, checking an equipped shield can help you determine if another shield you found is worth salvaging. When you're ready to finish, press the button here. If your choices fit within the budget, the salvage will commence. Okay, that was a whole lot of talking. So, 15. Oh, I see, okay. I have to pick these. My budget is 55. Okay, so I see. So I can change things here. So we have a medium torso. Erebus, medium torso. It's a... Are they all white? I think there's rarity colors. Okay, they're all white. Torso. Medium legs basic. Medium leg. Okay, that's torso. Medium torso basic. Okay, so we already have one of these, so I don't think that does much for me. So we scrap it for loot. A burst rifle. That's the same thing we have. Tokyo Drift? Well, I hope not. I hope not. Although we may do a lot of Tokyo drifting in this game. That is true. Okay, legs. I think this is all basically the same stuff we have. So I'm just going to go ahead and salvage all that. and we're going to get some amount of resources. Starting salvage. Would you like to proceed to the salvage? Yes. The mobile base is creaky from disuse, but still otherwise intact. Inside the giant crawler, there's ample space to accommodate pilots and crew, complete with a mech bay. It won't be cozy, but it'll serve as a home for you and your crew. Click this button to begin exploring the mobile base. This is the mobile base's unit screen. Here, you can inspect every mech in your roster. Click this button to edit the selected unit. You can also double-click a unit in the list to do the same. This is the unit editing menu. You can inspect and swap out individual parts equipped to mechs. You picked up new weapons in the last fight. Click on the primary weapon slot to review the options. This is the currently equipped weapon. Mech equipment is complex and many different stats, so it's normal to take your time here. You can hover over the stats in the window to see a detailed explanation. Once you select a potential replacement, comparisons will be displayed to help you make informed decisions. These are the parts of your inventory compatible with the current socket. As you acquire more, you can take advantage of a filter to sort them. Hover over a weapon to see the comparison with the currently equipped weapon. Some choices have trade-offs, while others could be a direct upgrade. Pay close attention to the level of each piece of equipment. Parts of higher level will let your mechs face stronger enemies, as damage and health are scaled with your mech's overall level. Okay, good to know. So we can't use a low-level mech to fight high-level mechs. We'll just have a straight-up, like, damage penalty. That is good to know. Equip a new weapon by double-clicking it. Okay. Okay, so we have the burst assault rifle, and then we also have a shot. I don't really want to change that. Now the stats and average level of your unit have increased. Consider your unit's overall performance when refitting. A weapon's power might have trade-offs in weight and speed. You can also customize the paint scheme of your mechs by entering the livery screen here. Once you're done exploring unit customization, click here to return to the base. From here, you can return to the overworld map. The game saved. Okay. So, all right, assault rifle. So we could basically just switch out for a shotgun is what that's telling me. We have a handgun, and then I didn't pick up any other pieces, which we don't have. Just out of curiosity. I guess that colors... Okay. All right. Quick commercial break. The colors look okay to me. This is a Cat in the Hat cup with white and red. That looks pretty decent. I'm a little weird colored, but what do you guys think? Does that color balance okay, or should I fiddle with that tonight? Not right now. Just like hearing your own voice, there's nothing worse than seeing yourself on camera. I'll definitely tell you that. Okay, I don't think we really have anything to change here. We could change the paint job. Oh wow, they have a lot of... I like that, okay. A lot of customization here. So like, the head, we have a white. We don't have a white, how does that work? A yellow and white. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There you go, you're gonna have that head. Just for the sake of changing it. You're a bit red, but it's not a problem. Maybe I'm just angry all the time. No, I definitely see that there's a little bit of red shift there. Like, yeah, I'm not really that red normally. Looks fine to me, but I tend to listen anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I'll fiddle with it later. It was good enough and the green screen was working, which was the important bit, because it fried out on me yesterday. You can go way in the customization. Am I able to... No, that's full body. Oh. I didn't mean to do that, game. I didn't mean to do that. All right, well, I made him white now. I kind of wanted the red body with a white head just to be different. And now I messed it up. Oh, I see. That's like unpainted. I see. Ooh. Okay. We'll do that one. I'm not going to do this right now, but I could totally see us once we start customizing mechs coming in here and making them all cool. Roll and a name. This is the longbow. I guess I'm okay with that for now. Now, how do I change protector? Okay. All right, protector. It kind of gives me the same vibe I get from XCOM. I always have my heavies as green, so he's going to be green. Can I rotate? I cannot rotate. What are these buttons? Okay, I can change my facing. Okay, I'm down. We'll probably have to come up with some better names. Again, let's just wait a little bit until we like unlock out of the tutorial. So we can name our mechs. I believe we can rename pilots too. Okay, so Kodak. Okay, are you telling me to go here? I'm good there. What do you want from me, game? Pause, province. As the crawler systems hum to life, you immediately notice a blip on the scanner. This is a distress call sent from a civilian radio on 3F frequency. Cascade forces have begun to move into a local village, no doubt in response to your attack on the outpost. There's no time to waste. You have a second page. What do you mean I need to see the sun more than once a month? Babel wants us to think he actually goes outside. Not during the winter, I definitely don't. I do farm or tan up during the summer when I have to go mowing. Okay, so we're heading to the village. Return to base, new waypoint. Return to base? Oh. Oh, I see. You're just showing me that there's a thing there. I see. Okay, so there's a question mark here. What is this? Unknown contact. Weak sensor signal. No enemy detected. Approach the location to investigate. Okay. I do think that like we'll get to the point where enemies will be moving around on this map. You come across a massive concrete tunnel disappearing into a hillside, likely another entrance to the mining complex. The driver, visibly relieved, jumps out of their seat and rushes downstairs to check the suspension. The old metal beast has a surprisingly cooperative so far, but after years in storage, there's no shortage of things the engineers to check. Should we check out the mine? Asked one of your pilots. Considering our proximity to Langset, there might still be some equipment inside. We could keep moving or we could search. Let's search. Some old equipment has been stashed in the entrance to the tunnel, but your squad reports they found a small storage area off to the side. You look at the window to see your crew dragging a large crate through the grass. Well, we found some legs. Okay, so these are level 2 Nox 2 medium legs, if I'm reading this right. And they have a perk, improved cooling, heat dissipation. Okay, so longbow. Let's look at your legs. Okay, so we have an Erebus set of legs. 4.2 hit, 18 heat dissipation, 18.5 mass. Okay, so the same mass. I assume integrity is HP, and the heating, or the cooling is better. The heat dissipation. Got me some new legs. Oh yeah. Okay. Province. Okay. All right. I'm liking it. The crawler stops on the outskirt of the village. The briefing table in front of you lights up with enemy signatures on the topographic scan. We can't go in there guns blazing as usual, the pilots say to another. This isn't a base or a battlefield. There's people's homes. Suit up. Make preparations for your squad. The mobile base can scan the site in advance, revealing valuable intel. Customize your squad depending on the mission, and local terrain will be key to victory. You can review mission details, environmental warnings, enemy numbers, and other intel before proceeding with your squad. The holo table lets you preview the terrain, unit positions, and key locations. The second page of the briefing lets you see how many units can be deployed and decide which mechs and pilots to send out. Check the tooltips of units and pilots to the left to review their state. You might have a unit with a weapon that doesn't match the pilot specialization, or an injured pilot, or another issue that can be addressed before deploying. Once you're happy with that, you can click here to deploy. Okay, well, we only have 2 pilots and we only have 2 mechs, so I'm just saying. Let's dance, says Alfred. Guess I'm joining after the tutorial. I think we're still a little tutorialing. We've done like 1 map. But hey, Dim Bones, man, how's it going? Start combat. Point of no return. Yep. Are you sure you're sure? I'm sure. Liberation. Headmark. 1355. Clear. Reserves. Level 1. Squad in position. Hey, and I don't have to choose deployment locations. We need to be careful here, Commander. Trying to minimize damage. These are people's homes. Local resistance forces will be here to help soon. Okay, so I'm going to try not to destroy their town. Friendly territory. Not every fight takes place in the field or at a military installation. From time to time, you'll need to deal with enemies in civilian areas. Avoid using civilian buildings as cover to protect them from damage. Leaving a city in ruins can complicate your campaign, reduce rewards, worsen relationship with resistance, or outright fail missions. When fighting in cities, some enemies might hold fire until they have line of sight. However, it's best not to count on their trigger discipline. Enemies will fire if they catch a glimpse of your unit, even if there's a civilian building behind it. Okay. So we have 3 things that are moving. All right. I wish these 2 had deployed differently. I'd rather have the shield guy go in close and the other guy run around. Okay, so they're all heading over here. Okay, you. Okay, is that telling me that they're not going to see me? I'm going to guess that that's the case because nobody says that they're going to fire at me. So we just need him to run all the way over there. Okay, and then you need to get out of his way. So we're going to do a move. I think I'm going to try not to open fire on this very first turn. So if you go to here... Okay, not using civilian buildings as cover. I don't love that either, though. Okay, hold on. Let's not do that. Let's take Bruh's suggestion. We'll use the wait command. What do I... Order the unit to wait while facing a chosen direction. Can be replaced by space movement actions on the timeline if facing is unimportant. All right, I just don't want it to be that long. How do I... Okay, I can move the ball. I guess wait is a full 5 seconds. Okay, well, I don't want to wait. No waiting. Okay, we also have eject pilot. Trigger the ejection pod. Rescuing a pilot from the battlefield renders the unit inoperable for the remaining of the fight. Irreversible. Oh, that sounds horrible. All right, so let's just move aside so we don't get stepped on and have a collision. We are going to have a collision. Okay, so let's go to our other unit. Wait a second. Okay, there we go. Now we're not going to have a collision. All right, unit 1. Then what are we going to do? So we're going to run to here. And then what? Do we run... I don't think we have good shots over here. I think we have to pop our nose around here. So the shotgun's gonna step out and start firing at maybe the tanks? I'm trying to get clear lines of fire, and then we'll have this guy. He'll shoot at the mech. So we'll move. Okay. Move to there. Oh, that's gonna take your whole turn. I think they've got me psyched out here. I don't think we can do anything clean from there. Okay, and we have a longer range weapon than they do, so maybe we just stop here. Alright, so nobody is firing at me according to the timeline. I don't know if this is a good idea. We could, instead of going down there, maybe we run up here and get behind them. This has kind of a clear line of fire. Let's take that one off. Let's move. Yeah, something like this. Like we just go straight up behind them. We don't even need to be that close, actually. Okay, I'm guessing that's going to go like, yeah, that's going like way in deep into next turn. I probably don't want to do that. Let's try there. Okay, so... Alright, let's try that. Pay no attention to the trees that are falling over randomly. You need not mind that. Approaching the LZ, landing 5 seconds away. Glad to join the fight, Commander. Okay. Oh. Okay, so he's gonna open fire at that guy. I would like it if he didn't do that. I would like it if he didn't do that. Can I cancel that? I can. Alright, what if we step out? We have a pretty clear thing here. So if we step out there, if I don't do anything, he runs into me, or he will run into me at the end of that. Okay, let's not chance that, because they might be dumb enough just to do that. We'll go to here. He still would run into me. Okay. What world do you not run into me? Let's start there. I need lines of fire, though. Okay, wait a second. What if we run to here? Okay, he's already shooting at that point. I might have a shot. Okay, hang on. Back it up. I want to run to there. He's not shooting. And then I want to attack right there. 41%. Okay, not quite right there. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, no good. No good. Okay, so I need to do some more move. Let's go, I guess, to there. And then we shoot. I'm struggling with this a little bit where that's like moving around. Okay, we have a pretty clear shot on that. Predicted damage. Okay, we may have some friendly fire with the civilian buildings there, but I don't know if there's much else I can do about that. Okay, what are you guys doing? I haven't even been paying attention to the tanks. Nothing, and that one's gonna get shot by that guy. Okay. Okay, we're pretty warm, but we're not like roasting. So I think we shoot again. So here. All right, so bang, 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 and more bang, bang, bang. And it looks like he's not gonna be that damaged, although the pilot's getting kind of banged up. All right, and then number one. All right, do we try to take out the mech or do we try to take out the tanks? The tanks don't seem to be doing anything, and the friendly is gonna shoot that one. So I think we're gonna try to take out this other guy. Okay, so let's move. I gotta watch my lines of fire here. Move to there. And then attack. Right there. How good of a shot is this guy? Just asking for a friend. And then we pistol shot him. Alright. There's only one way we'll find out how well this works, and it's by doing it. Alright, do it. I should tell you, I'm not very good at minimizing damage from civilian stuff. Okay, we're overheating a little bit on my other mech. That's no good. You're overheating quite a bit. Okay, and then the tanks. Okay, the mech's running away. That one tank is... What you doing? You're just firing randomly into the building? Okay, that's not good. Okay, let's deal with you first. You are grossly overheated. I thought I was okay, but that is not the case. So I must have misread something about that. Let's move back out of here. Okay, nobody's shooting at him, so that's fine. Let's go this way. And then we'll move again to up here. Okay, and by that time, my heat is all gone. I actually don't need to move that. I wish I could just change this without having to fully delete it. Is that? That's not what I want to do. Nope, I guess I do have to delete it. I want to stop sooner. As soon as I have the clear line of sight. Because my heat's down plenty far. And in fact, I think I want to stop right there. Okay, so cancel that again. There. Attack. Okay, we'll do it. And then we need to move up. Nope, I want to move a little bit more after that attack. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can shoot that shotgun twice in a row. I think that was my mistake last time. Okay, I think that's okay. And then here, okay, we have very low heat. Can I just shoot this guy? No, I guess I don't have line of sight. Actually, hang on, maybe I do. I do. Okay. Let's do that right off the bat. So we just start firing. My heat's like maxed out. And about here, I'm clear again. So we'll do another shot. About there. On him. All right, so heat goes really high. Okay, that's... We need to move this a little bit. I don't want to max out. We're hurting our pilot, I'm pretty sure, when we overheat. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm guessing that it says 300 out of 286, so I'm assuming that means we're gonna kill it. Hey, Drew, how's it going? What's this? We are trying out Phantom Brigade. I am learning live. Like I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, I don't normally like to play these type of games for the absolute first time live. You're seeing the learning process. This is how we make the sausage around here. All right, and then do we move or anything? We have that second tank. I think I will move. And I want to go to... What's behind me? Yeah, that's clear. Move to like right here, but I don't want to do it there. I want to do it at the very end of the round. All right, so we're firing. We're firing. And then we just move a little bit because we're going to be engaging this probably. All right, let's see how horrifically I screwed this one up. Okay, well, we killed the tank way earlier. Okay, double hits with the shotgun. And then, oh, he fired a missile. Oh. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I won't lie, that's pretty cool. So the missile's in the air. Okay, now you know it'd be doubly cool. Can I shoot the missile? I cannot shoot the missile, okay. That would have been doubly cool. What a bizarre control system. It looks like a dogfighting game. Scramble. There's another game that used a very similar thing like this. I want to say it was like a TAC Ops game or like a I don't know, like a police game or something. Basically what we're doing is we have a timeline of 5 seconds. We have a sci-fi mech device that lets us predict the future for 5 seconds. So we plot our combats 5 seconds at a time, and we can see what the enemy's planning on doing throughout the timeline. Okay, so over here, he comes around that corner, and I just shoot him right away. Like right here. I sure can. All right, we don't overheat, and then he's gonna do some firing at our friend. And the other mech is coming back too. All right, so this guy's in a little bit of trouble. He's actually taken a couple shots. I want it noted, I'm not in charge of this guy. I am not the one doing that. Although this is kind of cool. Okay, so I can actually click on the enemy and I can see what their exact orders are too. That is really cool. Okay. We're gonna shoot the tank. I'm pretty sure it just dies right there. I don't think he's gonna get his attack off. I'm pretty certain that that 300 means he dies. Okay, so then where am I safe? All I want to know here is when I'm safe on the heat. I would be safe right there is like the soonest I could shoot. So we start shooting there, and that's fine. I don't think we're going to hit anything. Okay, and then we're like maxed out on heat. Is there any way we can do our pistol? Or are we just done? We would overheat. Okay, then let's move. And I want to end up probably... Let's just move to there. And we'll do it at the very end. I do know there's an accuracy penalty if I shoot while I'm moving, so I'm trying not to move and shoot at the same time. Okay, and then our shotgun guy. Oh yeah, that missile. Do we know who he shot that at? That's probably a pretty good question to know. Did he shoot it at him? Or did he shoot it at me? I feel like that thing coming down on my unit is telling me that it's gonna hit me. I'm not sure there's much I can do about that, though. Okay, you... Man, how cool would that have been if I could have shotgunned that missile, though? Where's that missile headed? How do I tell, Union? Maybe I'm missing it. I'm guessing this UI element is telling me that. But I'm not certain. I'm not certain what that's trying to tell me. Maybe that has something to do with attacking. Alright, over here... We have a little bit of heat, but we're not like super hot. If we just shoot him straight up, we really overheat. Okay. Okay, we overheat. Okay, there we don't overheat, but we can't really hit him there. So I need to move. Let's go to there. Okay, so I'm gonna let him run by. We come around the corner and then we blap him in the back. Okay, and then... Honestly, I think we just chase him. Alright, so we run to there. Okay, maybe we hold off on that shot. I want to make sure we make the shot count. 100%. Alright, that's running too far. Back that up. I don't want to be running at the end of the round. I'd like to be shooting. If we go to there... Okay, so... Oh, that's still too far because I'm delaying. Okay, maybe we just chase him at that point. Okay, we're also a little bit... Okay, let's back that up. We need to move a little bit further. Okay, so we're gonna chase... I think we just chase him a little bit. The thing is, I want to get my shot kind of early so it can cool down if I have to shoot him next turn. Okay, take the shot. It's 97%. I guess that's okay. And then move that much right afterwards. So then we run... Still not correct. Run straight at him. Right there. All right, so we shoot and then we run closer. All right, and then are we clear from my other guy? Yes, no friendly fire. Okay, well, let's find out what happens to the missile. I think he's shooting him, but I'm not 100% certain. What are you doing, missile? You really want to focus? Okay, it wasn't fired at me. He did hit that house, however. Okay, and I totally missed what happened here, although he's crashing, so that's a good sign. Replay that, please. Okay, so we blow up the tank. We shoot him in the back, we shoot... Okay, we just hose him in the back, basically. He's not quite dead, though. Lower body lost. So he still is there. Okay, plan. Mech 2... Can we just shoot him and kill him? We're ever so slightly out of range at that point, so let's move a smidgen closer. And then we fire right there at him. I think that does it for me. Okay, so what is he doing? He's crashing. Okay, that's cool. So when they go in that crashing status, it actually uses up time on the timeline. And he's gonna limp. That is also cool. And he's gonna eject pilot. So I actually don't need to shoot him, because I'm just gonna damage the parts more. I will charge him like I'm gonna attack him. I think we're just done. I don't think we need to do anything else. We'll run over here like we're gonna cover, I suppose. You shot off his legs, we'll chant dance style. Now, is that just random chance what we're hitting? I'm just like body targeting, or is there something I'm supposed to do to like called shot? All right, I'm gonna trust the system and I'm gonna believe that he's just gonna crash and eject and I'm not gonna shoot him. So he crashes, he stands up. Ah, you shoot him a little bit more. He limps and he ejects. Get in the mecha, Shinji. No targets remain. Victory successful. All right, how much civilian damage did I cause though? I feel like that wasn't perfect. 25 seconds of combat. Babel stretches that out into a cool like 20 minutes. 33 actions planned. We traveled some distance. We did some damage. Okay, so we only destroyed 2 units. That didn't count as a destruction. Interesting. Survived mission unscathed. Pilot mech longbow intact. Fatigue 2 out of 4. Exhaustion from combat. Triggers adverse effects if maxed. Reduced towards neutral every time the pilot is not deployed in combat. Can only be cleared by assigning the pilot to the med bay during a camp stop. Okay, so we need some more pilots, is what I'm hearing. Survived the mission unscathed. Also at 2. Frame took a little bit of damage. Okay. Camp supplies. All right, we got some level 2 stuff. A missile launcher, another shield, some legs, and some legs. Salvage. Okay, so this is the mech, the enemy mech that I guess we're trying to salvage here. Everything is level 2, and we really could use all the level 2 stuff. And I can just literally afford it. So, sure. One of your pilots leaps down from their mech, raising cheers from the rest of the crew. Everyone's in high spirits, but you can see they need rest. The medbay and the repair systems are finally up and running. It's time for a short stop. Rest and recovery. Take care of your squad is key responsibility as a commander. With the mobile base and supplies at your disposal, you can attend to injuries, let your pilots rest, and repair the mechs. This is the overview corner. It gives you an at-a-glance summary of your units and pilots at your disposal, along with other important actions. This section displays mechs at your disposal. The total number of mechs in your base can accommodate. The integrity of each mech is displayed at the bottom. You can hover over each unit to check their average level, weapon loadout, warnings, and more. This is your pilots. When your pilots are exhausted and your mechs are damaged, it's prudent to set up camp and attend to your squad. Click on the camp button to proceed. Preparing camp. You have supplies to set up camp. A limited number of mechs and pilots can attend to in one stop. Careful review. Each pilot should be sent to the medical bay and which mech should be repaired. Oh, I only get 3 uses. Okay, well this mech is fine, so we'll do that mech and those people. That's devious. Are you sure you want to spend supplies? Not really, but it's the tutorial, so I don't have a chance or choice. Okay, so I guess we just spend time there. We repaired it. Hope 2, frame integrity, medical bays. Oh, I see. So this is each status of each person I sent. Got it. Multiple effects. Okay. Move out. Next waypoint. Demolition. Sabotage the enemy military base. Focus on damaging structures and extract once you inflict enough damage. Tank ambush. This enemy convoy is transporting valuable supplies using armored cargo carriers. Ambush the convoy and stop the tanks. Neutralize or evade the escort. Rewards container. Okay, so we have 2 different missions we can choose from, I'm guessing. Can I just right click? Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we're off and running. Okay, that's not quite what. Can I pause? Okay, I can pause. Open season. It's time to take back Fearland. The enemy forces in the province are few and far between. This should be a good place to start. You have intel on multiple enemy locations. They can be engaged in any order. Okay. So I think as we open up out of the tutorial, we're going to have provinces that we're trying to liberate, and they'll have various different missions that we can try to do for obviously different rewards, etc., etc. All right, can I build another mech? I guess not. We just have a slot. Okay, that's kind of cool that we're driving around with it. Okay, I do want to edit. Okay, let's do the longbow first. So this is my lighter mech with the assault gun. Do we have anything new? We have a missile launcher. That does not scream assault mech to me. We have level 2 legs on it currently. Okay, Elvis arms medium. That's just a straight up better upgrade. Ditto. Okay, and then I want to do up. Okay, protector. Okay, so we have a level 1 firewall shield. We could switch it out for a missile launcher. I like missile launchers a lot, but I think we'll just stick with what they're currently doing and just upgrade it. And we do have a level 2 shotgun. I believe these things actually will have rarities. So like we're getting white tier gear right now, but as we keep going, we'll actually get like rare gear, etc., etc. Okay, Elibus, medium legs, level 2. Medium arms. We don't have any more. We don't have any more. Okay, so a little bit of upgrades, not that much. All right. Also, can we get a better red? I'm not liking that red. I want like a deep red. Yeah, that one. There we go. This is kind of an interesting system that they actually just give you like 3 colors in like kind of an already matching combo, rather than the clown brigade that you usually end up with. And like if we wanted to change one arm, we could. Okay. I'm down. I'm down. So if we did the upper body, the head. Okay, I still don't want that. I want just white. In that one, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I want that, but I do. Orange, black, black. Okay. Oh, that one. Yeah, well, I can see myself getting lost in that a little bit, but I'm gonna resist the urge for now. Okay, province. Okay, should we do the demolition or should we do the tank ambush? What are you feeling? I'm covering up the menu. I sure am. I sure am. I don't care too much on this screen, but you are right. I'm gonna cover up the set camp one. I may need to move in combat. Thank you for saying something. I was too worried about how lobster-like I looked. Always playing Barbies when given the chance. Combat Barbies. Thank you very much. It's like painting models. Yep. Can spend all day. Yep. I'll double check my UI once I'm in combat. Thank you for saying something. Demolition or tank ambush though? What do you guys want to do first? We have to do both. Door kickers. Yes, door kickers. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind you. Frozen Synapse. No. Frozen Synapse is what I'm thinking of, but door kickers is another one. Yeah, Frozen Synapse is what I was thinking of. I never played it, but I remembered seeing a system that was kind of like that. Hey, living under a rock? You've been living up to your name lately. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? All right, nobody has an opinion. I'm gonna do demolish then. The Cascade outpost is eerily quiet. According to your scanners, their squad seems to have been mobilized to hunt for the mobile base, searching everywhere but here. The base comes to a stop near the emptied outpost. They won't be back in time to stop you from doing some serious damage. Suit up. Can we add it? I don't think we have an extra unit yet. This mission involves damaging structures. Let's make sure your squad is up to the task. It's a good idea to review loadouts with the mechs before each mission. You might have to improve armor. Okay, I kind of did that, but now they're kind of telling me I probably should go change the missile on, I bet. Oops, no, that's not what they want me to do. To destroy structures, you need a weapon with structure damage. Look for a line like this. Well, I changed the screen. Oh, I changed the screen. Edits. No. Edits. Go to the base. That's not it. Fill slot. Okay, I don't have a third mech yet. Okay, maybe I just need to click OK here. Edit unit. Okay, here we go. And I want to get out of there. Okay, so what if we change the shield into a missile launcher? Now, that tutorial came up on the wrong screen, so I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, okay. Well, I just tried to point at my screen. The yellow, orangish, tannish one, structure damage. All right, so we'll give him a missile launcher for this one, and we'll forego our shield to make sure that we can do enough damage. And I don't really have any other weapons, so I can't really do much else other than that. Been cooking. Well, you must have been cooking. The changing of a couple vowels could change the meaning quite drastically. I guess that is true. Okay, so 250% XP. I have no idea why, but I'll take it. All right, let's do it. Starting combat. This is the point of no return? Yes. Demolition. Reserves level 1. Squad in position. I wonder how much of that intro movie is movie and how much of it is them hiding a load screen. No active threats in sight. Looks like they sent all their forces on patrol after the clash in the village. Let's get to work. The enemy base has 1 unit, an inactive heavy mech under maintenance. It's a good opportunity to practice additional directional damage. Mechs consist of multiple parts that can be damaged based on the direction hit. A hit from the side is likely to damage the arms, useful for removing weapons. A hit from the front is likely to damage the upper body. A hit from the back is likely to hit the legs. The hits from the back also deal double damage to pilots. Okay, that explains why I keep blowing off their legs, because I keep flanking them. Practice directional attacks to destroy the enemy mech to proceed to the next phase of the mission. If you're unsure about remaining integrity on an enemy unit, select it or hold the modifier key, left control. Ah, okay. So I'm guessing each one of these white bars is, blue is probably pilot, and then torso, legs, and my 2 arms. Pure guess. And I bet you that shows heat down below. Okay. Okay. All right, so you move. I don't think we need to be too sneaky here. Let's just move to there. Let's attack. Okay, I wish there was a sticky thing here. I want to shoot as soon as I come to a full stop. 100% do it. All right, then we get some heat. We fire again. I'm just gonna let this unit kind of hose him. And then we just let it cool off. I think I'm fine with that. And you... we need to do damage to the base. We're probably gonna need to blow up the vehicles if I had to guess. So maybe on this turn we just get closer. We just get in like position. So... I don't know, run to there. Okay, that is a really short-range missile. Just out of curiosity. That is a really short-range missile, okay. Yeah, we'll just let him do that running. Done. He's crashing. He's crashing. Okay, that's really good to know about the double damage from behind and leg damage. Do they always eject if you blow up the legs? This is Outpost Sierra. All squads return to base. It went away too fast. This is like the worst of both worlds. Don't slowly advance auto text. Can I change that? I do not like that at all. Let's see. I want it to not auto scroll. Always show target details. No. Damage numbers. No, is what it is the answer to that. Time on paths. This thing controls whether the game scrubs through the combat based on your hover movement trajectories. This can be useful for a specific time. I'm gonna say that's fine. I'm not gonna fiddle with that yet. And we could change our difficulty. I don't trust an X button. I'm not gonna click that. Okay, no is the answer. So I gotta pay attention when there's a text box. Okay, so if we select the enemy unit, he's crashing out. I think I'm gonna just declare him done. If we need to shoot, I guess we can. If we do it here... Yeah, we're not gonna overheat. All right, we'll just shoot, and then we'll just move forward afterwards. And then you... I mean, I guess you could have fun, but there's really no point. We're gonna kill him based on the legs. Although, saying that, we may need to actually shoot twice. Let's get another attack on here. All right. On to him. I just want to make sure we're not gonna overheat, and we're not. All right, how soon can I fire and not overheat? There's fine. All right, and you move. We have to blow up the base. So I just want to get in position so we can like launch missiles everywhere. All right, do it. There we are. Are you gonna fire twice or are you not gonna fire? Okay, so he still fires even though we blew up the mech. That's good to know. So I really do need to pay attention to what I think is gonna kill things. Unit down, all clear. The base is calling for reinforcements. We still have some time before they arrive. You're free to renovate. This mission requires you to destroy enemy structures. Destroyed block in any building of the base count towards the objective. To destroy structures, you need to use a weapon with structure damage. Check your units. To view weapon stats, hover over the attack animation. Once you select the right weapon, you'll need to target the structures. By default, attacks require an enemy target, but there's a way to fire at any location. Find a weak point, such as a thin wall here. If you hold the modifier key while targeting the attack, you'll be able to confirm it. Okay, very interesting. All right, so you want me to like shoot that way earlier? Yep, and then we can do a second attack. Different part of the building. Hold control Babel. All right, so we fire, we cool off, and we fire. Yeah, we can actually get even another one in here. Let's start firing at a different building this time. Hold control. All right, and are we gonna max out? No, I think we're okay. I'm gonna move that a little further just in case. All right, and then you. Okay, so we have this. Yeah, fire 3 structure damage. So shotgun, no good. So we want to use our missile. Boy, I wish eject pilot was not immediately next to that. I have a feeling that's going to come back to haunt me at some point. Don't ask me why I would think that, but just, you know. Okay, this actually seems like it's a lot better range than I thought. That's a minimum range. Okay, and that's the maximum. Okay, so missiles are a little finicky on targeting is what I'm picking up here. All right, well, let's lob one into there. And it uses like no heat. Do you have like a ammo? Cooldown, duration. Compact missile launchers, effective at launching groups of targets and units behind cover. It doesn't say I have ammunition. Let's hit the repair bay. And then we'll fire it again. And we'll hit, I don't know, that doesn't look very expensive. We'll blow up one of those vehicles, because screw those guys. Actually, it didn't say that vehicles count. We'll go hit this random useless gate. Okay, that would get us a little too hot. Okay. And again, we'll fire at, I don't know, that. And it would really be too hot. Okay, that looks fine. All right, do it. Ooh, I do like multi-missiles. My Robotech Palladium Rifts days are coming back to me. Distress call received. Sierra, returning to base. Prepare emergency airdrop. Keep landing sites clear. Oh, I hate that. I'm firing missiles. I want to watch that again. What did you do? You missed a whole bunch. Okay, I'm really glad I changed that missile launcher. That other weapon wasn't doing jack squat. Okay, plan. Okay, so 32 out of 50 destroyed. Did you really do nothing and I just misread that? You have structure damage 12. It's not nothing. Okay, he's still firing. We'll shoot again. Okay, I think that line is showing me where I can safely shoot. I think I'm seeing what that's trying to tell me. All right, we'll shoot that. Yeah, that's what it's trying to tell me. Okay, I understand that a little bit more. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Attack. Way up here. And we'll do, I don't know, something to that. Okay, I think we're gonna be okay there. And then Missile Boy, who is really enjoying themselves. Okay, this looks like some sort of fuel or battery or something. That looks expensive. Be a shame if someone were to fire some missiles at that. We'll shoot them right there. And then we'll do it again. Okay, I like that. That's at least a good way for me to tell what my cooldowns are. All right, do it. Their forces are entering range. Time to go. The damage is done. No point in risking a fight with dozens of squads. Oh, but I could fire more missiles. I love multi-missile launchers. This is the retreat zone. Some missions like this one require retreating to be successful. Of course, I'm on the other side of the map. To retreat, you'll need to plan a movement into the retreat zone and a retreat action. Make sure to place the retreat action at a time when your mech has arrived at the retreat zone. As an example, your mech will only arrive in the retreat zone after 3 seconds. Place the retreat action after 3 seconds. Got it. All right, run. To there. We're literally not going to make it there this turn, so that's all you can do. You've got a long ways to go, Chunky. My apologies. I had you way too far away. Go. That's really cool that you can actually, like, go over your 5-second timer and it just plays out during the next turn. Oh no! Oh no! How did they manage to cause so much damage? All units move to intercept. Don't let them escape. Of course I'm so far away. Because of course I am. Okay, you retreat right there. Okay, that's not a problem. You are gonna have a problem. All right, let's cancel that. Can we come? Yeah, let's do this. Go to there. And then into there. I'm not allowed to do that? I can't plan any further, I guess. That doesn't seem like that should be the case. Overheated. Overheated? What do you mean overheated? All right, go. Okay, Sierra unit extracted. You're getting awfully close, aren't you? Okay, you move. I do find that hilarious that it's like, oh, you just need to run and do these things. Oh, by the way, we're gonna spawn units and attack you. Can I fire some missiles at you? I kind of hate you. Okay, so where can I put this? You can retreat right there. Okay, you lucky bum. You stay out of my range the whole time. All right, do it. Okay, we took one hit. Come on, get out. And then we're out of here. Okay, that was a good lesson to learn. Time for cowardice? No, we're advancing to the rear. Victory, see? It didn't say defeat, it said victory. Congratulations, the base has secured our units and all objectives have been fulfilled. With the enemy gone, you'll have to now have control of the site. I'm not sure if that's actually a true statement, but sure. Survive the mission. Excellent. Okay, we're now gaining experience. I don't think we were gaining experience before. Survive the mission unscathed. Okay. Camp supplies, +1 hope. Nox arm, Nox medium arm, ×2. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, we blew up one heavy mech and we can salvage stuff. If I can afford it, I'll just take it all. I cannot. Okay, what do we actually want? So if we were gonna build a heavy, what is this piece? ML, must be a launcher? Okay, what if we didn't take the weapon? Still couldn't do it. All right, we'll have everything except for legs. I guess we'll have everything. Well, hold on. Do I need another missile launcher? There was an accessibility spot? I'll double check it. Yeah, do it. Your pilots gain experience over the last few fights and are ready to level up. Aside from being highlighted in the briefing, pilots are also able to level up. Will be highlighted in the icons here. To proceed, move to the pilot screen. You can quickly navigate there by clicking a pilot. The pilots at your disposal have different classes. This is some of the new 2.0 stuff. Have distinct classes and specializations. Some might be excellent defenders, some might be deadly sharpshooters, while others might help the squad indirectly. Every pilot gains experience and levels up as they participate in combat. You can check on their progress here. Each pilot has a unique progression tree, a set of traits that gradually unlock with every new level. You can hover over the traits to learn their effects, even if they aren't unlocked yet. Every pilot starts with a random intrinsic trait based on their class. Starter traits can affect traits further up the tree, akin to a subclass. For example, a support pilot with a repair-rated starter kit is likely to unlock more repair abilities as they level up. Now that the pilot's level 2, a new trait can be unlocked. Some levels offer a choice between two traits. Hover over each trait to see their benefits, then click on the one you would like to unlock. Okay, so preventative maintenance. Let me know, is that text too small for you guys on the tooltip? I can make that bigger in the options. I might do that because that's kind of small for me, so it must be tiny for you guys. Pilot repairs 15% of integrity on their mech frame before deploying in combat. Also reduces backpack weight while increasing fatigue limit at the cost of some HP. This is an intrinsic trait. Okay, so he could do artillery, able to do increased damage with missiles. What class are you? How do I tell that? Okay, demolition. Oh, you're an engineer. Medium range specialist, adapt to indirect combat support and using backpacks. I think you guys are piloting the wrong mechs, maybe. Okay, they can have extra armor or they could do extra missile launcher damage. I like missiles. Use a limited number of times, restores 25% integrity. Pilot keeps well rested for 2 additional turns of combat. Additional thrust can be generated when you have a backpack equipped at the cost of some weapon damage. Adept at repairs, they can patch up some damage on their mechs after combat. Further reduce backpack weight. I think we're gonna go missiles on this guy. Do I need another missile launcher? The answer has always been no. A fellow Robotech aficionado. I got it. Best to change for on the phone? Yeah. Okay, artillery will take that. Combat missions net you a set amount of experience split between all pilots deployed. Smaller squads will level up more quickly, and pilots will gain additional experience for each enemy they dispatch. With the new trait locked in, this pilot's ready to face more challenges. Don't forget to level up your other pilot. Yes. Let's do that before I fiddle with UI stuff. Okay, you are a defender. Squad protector, adept at using armor and shields, can withstand more damage, no preference weapon range. She started with fortify. The pilot specializes in defense, increased health, and tolerance for fatigue. The pilot mech deals slightly less damage but has increased armor. And it gives me numbers. So shield. Shield actions take less time on the timeline. Reinforce shield. They can absorb more damage with the equipped shield, but dissipate heat slower. I would rather use less time. I do know that we can like prestige, so these are not locked in stone. So don't worry too much about that yet. We can customize. Okay, so we can rename people. We can give them call signs. Is there a random button? Okay, that's just skipping to parts. Okay, I'm not gonna fiddle with this yet. Oh, you lose some points for that. Body A and B, you definitely lose points for that. Okay, let's go into the menu here. Options, let me go the UI thing first. So UI scaling. Let's just max it out and we'll see if we hate it. And then we'll go from there. And accessibility, no. Reduce flashes, background motion. Unfortunately not. All right, let's look and see what that does. Okay, that is ginormous on my screen. And I feel like that didn't actually change these that much. Okay, that's a little aggressive. Display. Let's try that. That's one click up. Maybe we'll try that for a little bit. Okay, do we still not have a third mech? We don't. I assume we need a third pilot. So we need to do tank ambush next. Okay, I'm gonna take my tea break here quick. Let's go ahead and let's name our 2 units. Well, no. How am I gonna do this? I can't put a poll up. Give me some thoughts in chat. Let's rename the medium mech. Well, I guess they're both mediums. The one that is currently named Longbow, let's rename this mech. So this one's gonna use missiles now. So let's actually change that. Let's take off the handgun. Oh, hold on. You get the shield back on. You take the handgun off and put on a missile launcher. So we have a rifle and a missile launcher. It's a medium mech that likes to fight at medium range. We'll come up with a name for it. And we can always change them later, but let's see. Are there any rules? Oh, that's just random. Oh, I could give it a symbol. Okay. I actually kind of like that. I'm going to play with that. Okay, so we can just name it. Let's see. I just want to see how far we can go. Okay, so we can make a stupid long name. I don't know how many that is. About 20 characters, give or take. All right, give me some names for this mech while we're doing that. Okay, while we're doing that in chat, I'm gonna take my 5-minute tea break. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to leave a like on that. After you do that, maybe hop up and get yourself a drink and a stretch. We've been going for a little over an hour and a half at this point. If you're not blocking ads and you get an ad, I appreciate the pennies very much. And assuming everything works, because I've been fiddling with so many things, we should get a BRB screen. And I will be right back. Okay, there we are. We are back. Hopefully you enjoyed your break. Got yourself a stretch and a drink. I know I did. Okay, we have Fleur, Miss Ellie, or Hammerfall. Gifts from heaven. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll combine the two. We'll use the cap locks for cool. I do not have... Oh, are you just always capital letters? Okay. We'll do Heavenfall. We'll combine the two ideas of yours, Dimbones man. I had a thought. Do we need to have two weapons on? Maybe it's worth taking one weapon off at some point. Is there, like, weight? I guess... Oh, yeah, there is mass. Affects movement speed and dash distance. To maintain speed, increased mass needs to be offset by increased reactor speed. So there is a reason that on a lighter type mech, maybe we wouldn't want double weapons. Interesting. Okay, let's just peek through here. I don't think we have anything else to switch out. Those are level 1s. Medium legs, we have level 2s. And what's the difference between a Nox? Oh, I see. So some of these are different. So right now we have the Erebus. 3.5 heat. Okay, so there is some stuff that's way better here. This Nox, for example, is composite 1, has better heat, lower mass, better integrity. I mean, that's just straight up better. We probably should do the other mech with some better stuff, though. Because if this is going to be our close combat mech, maybe it should actually get the stuff that makes it harder to kill. Okay, so here, yeah. Medium legs, and we got some arms here. Yeah, just literally straight up better. That's a light arm, though. I want mediums. Medium arm. Medium arm. So we could give it one beefy right arm, and then we could have a little shriveled up left arm, is what I'm seeing. I think I'm gonna like this. I'm curious to see how deep this system goes. We're obviously just scratching it right now. We don't really have much unlocked. Okay, Heavenfall and Protector at the moment. We'll probably do like one rename every time we do a break or something. And then, I don't know, maybe in the comments we'll rename, or we'll come up with a call sign for our people. Because I'm not loving those two call signs, I'll be honest with you. Okay, so we still don't... Yeah, I'm assuming... I'm trying to fight the tutorial. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's stop trying to do it. It'll give me another unit when it wants me to have another unit. Let's just hop on in there. And I'm covering up the camp button, just FYI. We'll see what it looks like in combat. Your navigator is getting more and more comfortable driving the mobile base. Your crew is strapped into their seats, worried looks on their faces. We can drive circles around them with this thing, he shouts as the roar of rocks hitting the armor under your feet. The screens seem to agree, tracing a neat circle straight through the steep terrain around the enemy convoy. This reminds me of deep snow deliveries, if you watched my video from this morning. The crawler slows as it approaches an enemy convoy. It looks like you'll manage to take them by surprise. You signal your pilots that it's time to deploy. Suit up. Okay, so... what am I looking at here? Nature... Rainfall. It's raining in the combat area. Heat dissipation is increased across the board. Exercise caution. This extends to everyone, not just your mechs. Most of the available cover is part of the natural landscape. Such cover is indestructible. Plan ahead and don't count on weapons that deal structure damage. Okay. 2 on-site contacts, 1 dropship contact, 1 steady reinforcements. Enemy will continuously receive reinforcements. Do not stick around. You might get overwhelmed. This enemy convoy is transporting valuable supplies using armored cargo carriers. Ambush the convoy and stop the tanks. Neutralize or evade the escort. Okay, we don't really have a choice. These are who we have. Deploy. Yes. Oh, I am in the way. Oh, rip. I don't like that. Do I need to go to the right side? Let me see what the actual combat UI looks like. Like I said, I was so not prepared to do this today. I thought we were going to do this on Wednesday, so I was going to use tomorrow to prepare. You're in positions tracking enemy convoy approaching from the east. Commander, a 3F unit is nearby and might be able to assist. They're a little worn down, but you'll need all the firepower you can get. Convoys. Intercepting enemy convoys can be challenging but rewarding. You might be able to recover valuable parts, resources, and modules. Priority targets. These units are your priority. Try to take them out first and only engage other enemies if you have no choice. Escape zone. The vehicles in the convoy are headed to this location. They'll escape the fight if they cross the highlighted threshold. Got it. Oh, I'm so in the way. I'm so glad you said something. Okay, I think we're gonna change camera scenes. All right, everyone hold on tight. We'll do that one. I got big again. And I see. I gotta retrim my camera here a little bit. I try to cut out these stupid chair arms. They just get in the way. All right. Say something again, please, if that pops into UI problems. I think this is pretty clear, though, he says nervously. Okay. We have 3 targets and 1 escort. The escort looks like he has double SMGs. Okay, the rest of the convoy is quickly approaching the site. 0 of 9, so yeah, we might really get overwhelmed. Do we know of an exit for ourselves? I do not. Sometimes you don't want double weapons, you want triple weapons! Yeah, I was thinking like a missile bot. I absolutely love the idea of indirect fire. Anyone who is watching Menace knows my love of indirect fire. Okay, oh, and I see the little call sign symbols are down here. Okay, that's really cool. I like that. So like if we built an assault mech, we could have one symbol and like a missile mech could have a different one. Some weapons are less accurate when you're moving, but mostly you want to move while shooting. Okay, I've been trying to hold still. That's good to know. Okay, so this is Heavenfall, assault rifle, and missiles. We are not in range remotely. I would like it probably if we were in range. All right, if you go... Let me see. You are the one deployed on the right. I'm trying to stay below this cover. Maybe that enemy mech won't be able to hit us because we have an indirect fire. So if we run here... And then... Fire at that. Okay, that is not very much heat. Are you lying to me? I feel... Oh, right. Because we have the rain, so we cool down fast. Okay, so how do I tell how much damage I'm doing? Damage per second is... DPS is 360. What does that tell me? What does that mean? 360 out of 388. So that's telling me that we're not going to quite kill that unit. Okay. On it. So you run up to there, you fire, and you fire. I think that's what you're going to do. Okay, Ms. Shotgun. Kilo. I don't like that name. What are we going to do here? Now you're going to have to get much closer. In fact, you're going to spend your entire round running. I think that just might have to be the case. And then next round you'll be in shotgun range. All right, let's change tactics then. All right, let's go to here. I'm trying to back up to see where the end of the round is, like here. And then next round we'll run a little bit more forward and we'll be in shotgun range. All right, do it. Speaking of minutes, I missed the end of yesterday. Have you finished the run for the moment? I did finish the run. We hit the there's no more content, you can free play. I was very satisfied with it. Fearland Freedom Forces, reach the vantage point, enemy in sight. I'm nearing my limit here. Been piloting this tin can for 20 hours. I sure hope those crates are packed with meals and bathtubs. And then something popped up when I hit the space bar and I missed it. The pilot's extremely fatigued. In this state, pilots lose health every turn. Your own pilots might reach this state if you push them past their fatigue limit. Fatigued pilots can still contribute to the fight while they have health. Order them to eject once their health gets low. Okay, how do I see? You have 25 health. This mech is equipped with a powerful thruster, unlocking the dash action. Dashing can quickly close distance, break missile lock, and evade attacks. Ooh. Attacks and dashes generate a lot of heat, making it hard to pack a turn with actions. Today, the weather's in your favor. The rain increases the heat dissipation of the fight. Okay, I like it. Oh, so I am not able... Hold on, am I able to do? I could. Okay, I'll let you do what you want to do, I guess. No, I can't tell you what to do. Definitely plan to take the mech out. Yeah, I just didn't have any shots on it this turn. Okay, so... What is everyone planning on doing? You are shooting at me up there quite a bit. Okay, you... All three of you are just driving. Okay. First attack. Okay, needs to be somewhere in that neighborhood. So we want to move just a little bit. Move to there. And then... I think we will shoot the shotgun on the move. So we'll take our first shot. Not quite there. Right there. I'm finding it hard to tell when I think these are going to die or not. So when we do this attack, it's showing 228 out of 338. If I drop another attack, but I target you... Yeah, I don't think we're finishing this guy off with one attack. So I do think we're gonna have to fire twice at that one. And then move. I think we want to keep distance with the one that's trying to run away. Do something like that. So we run up a little bit, we fire, and we keep distance. All right, and then this one needs to do something against that mech. Because he's shooting crazy at me. So... Yeah, he starts firing right off the bat. If we move, I'm assuming he still tries to do that. If we go to here... Okay, where's my... Okay, I wouldn't have him in range till all the way over there. Which one did you target with the missiles? Oh, that's a good point. It was the front one. That's a good point. So those missiles should be hitting him. So maybe I don't need 2 shots. Maybe he only needs 1. So this attack actually can be removed, and we could do a different guy. That one into him. Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, and then can we get a third one? The answer is no, we'd overheat. Okay, we need to do something here. This is not going to cut it. I don't think that's it. I think instead we actually move closer. Or maybe we take up the vantage point. You can also run straight into the trucks. Isn't that gonna hurt me? That feels like that would hurt. Okay, so if we go to here, and then we can start shooting at him. That's 89, that's 100. And that's not quite 100. Now, hang on. All right, as soon as we bottom out on heat, I want to start firing. And then we'll fire again. At him again. Okay, so that's multiple hits, and then he's going to be just firing at me, so I want to move too. Let's actually circle around. We go up here. Okay, so we start firing. That's not stellar, but I guess it's okay. Okay, we're going to get shot at some. I don't know if there's much I can do about that. I'll run to there. All right. Now we don't have to use the laser too, so maybe we don't. Maybe this first one's not a laser. Maybe that one's a missile attack. So like right here, fire the missiles. And then I think we can move this attack up without causing heat problems. Yeah. Okay, where is... a little bit... I kind of want to go for that 100%. I think we get another attack in there. So if we drop that there... can you not just indirect? He's gonna run around the corner, and so we're gonna be able to direct fire at each other anyways. And he's not at range. Yeah, I changed that one to an indirect. So I don't. I guess what you're saying is I don't need this thing. That one. Oh, can I not remove them? Oh, I have to remove them all. I wish I could just remove this one. Okay, we'll do it. All right. So yeah, maybe. Move to there. Okay, that does save me a little bit of incoming fire. And then give me another move. Oh yeah, let's actually head this way. Okay, let's check that again. So, we finish shooting at that. We move up to hopefully dodge him just shooting us more. We fire more missiles. We're going to take some damage here. I don't think there's any way to do that. Collision effects depend on how heavy you are. Truck should be light. You can see on the right of the portrait. Hover over the wavy lines. The wavy lines. Tell me more about wavy lines. Medium, focus camera. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm going to be able to get. So we fire the missiles, More missiles. You've intercepted the first target. We're seeing some spilled cargo on our sensors. Okay, cool. This guy did not die, though. He's so close. All right, you... finish this off immediately. Then... Nope. Not that immediate. That immediate, so you don't overheat. Alright, you finish that off, and then... we're gonna move... Okay, so if I do the collision like this, what does that tell me? Who wins? This is my medium mech, so it's the one that has more HP. So we could just run into him right here. We don't have any extra heat until here. We can 100% shotgun him. And then move, I guess, over, let me think. This guy's trying to get away. We're gonna have our other mech probably try to help with that. No, we're gonna kill that one. It's this guy. It's that vehicle. Compare the weight of the mech. You probably both suffer from the mech collision. Yeah, I don't think I want to actually do that. That's asking for trouble. Okay, so we fired that one. I'm pretty certain we kill that. Right? Because you are very close to being done. I'm going to assume that's the case. Okay, we can fire at you. You're not firing at me or anything. Honestly, I think we just keep this guy right where he's at. He's in a good spot to fight the mech and to shoot at this vehicle when it gets really close. All right, you are the one. So we've taken a little bit of damage to the upper body. It's not horrible, but we have taken some. I control the green one too. Do I? Oh, I do on this one. You're correct. Okay, thank you for the heads up. Okay, saying that, maybe the green one can kill this thing and that frees him up to do something else. So what did you have weapon-wise? A sniper rifle. Okay, well, right off the bat. Okay, yeah, that's too close, actually, weirdly enough. Okay, take a sniper shot. All right, maybe he can help us with that. Oh, you are a very hot boy, aren't you? Okay, they're kind of under the gun at this point. 50-50. You don't have a second attack, right? No. Okay, so he's gonna try to help with that mech. He's probably gonna end up hitting the arm. Well, no, that looks like maybe main body is what he's gonna hit. All right, well, I only have so many attacks, so as soon as it's not gonna burn me up. Okay, I don't need to go that low. Okay, maybe right there. Where you see the scatter. Is that the -19 that I'm seeing right there? All right, and then I'm actually gonna have him move. He needs to get further away. Ironically enough, we're too close. All right, if we do that. Okay, that's already gonna hurt. Hang on. That's still gonna hurt. Hang on. Oh my goodness, this thing is a hot boy. Okay, time out. We don't want that move yet. Okay, so we take a shot in the mid-60s. And we take a second shot at 45. Oh. I don't think I'm gonna take that second shot. I think instead we're gonna do a move and we're just gonna go backwards to try to set ourselves up to shoot this if we have to. Okay, you kill that, and then you fire into the mech. And we said we couldn't get one more? No, we couldn't quite get one more. All right, you. I really wish he would fire at my guy that has the shield instead of you. I think for you, we are just gonna make some distance. Can't really get out of line of fire anywhere. Yeah, I think we just head this way. How far can I get this round? To there. Oh, that's gonna, hold on, that's gonna get me shot in the back. That's no good. All right, we'll fire right away into him. And then while that's happening, I think we're just gonna move this way. All right, so we're gonna be firing at him. Okay, he's firing to my front, he's firing to my side. And then he's gonna fire at my back right there. Okay, so we need another attack. Let's actually, maybe we could do a missile attack. Right there. And then can we get one more? This needs to go into that guy. That guy. Okay, and then we can still do more movement, so we could also just continuously move that way. Okay, so we are going to fire at the mech that we are fighting. We're gonna run, kind of take one bad shot. We're gonna missile fire while we're running. And then that's gonna turn his back around with the shotgun guy. So we'll have him flanked at that point. Move the sniper between shots. Did I not set that up like that? I did. Yeah, I got it set up like that. Just in case, Tim, make sure that you're on live chat in the bottom left by the play button. You seem like you might just be a few seconds behind. Okay, let's play that out. I'm mainly interested in how much damage we take here. Okay, we definitely kill the target. Okay, the sniper ends him. And okay, we hit the ground, which did do a little bit of damage to this. Okay. Okay. I'm down. You just right away into him? Why will you not? Are you crashing? What's going on with you? Why can I not do that? Oh, you're already dead. He just doesn't know it yet. He's already dead, apparently. Crashing. Okay, so I'm not allowed to target him because he's already dead, essentially. All right, we got 3 more targets. All right, now you cancel what you were doing. All right, how far can you shoot? Not that far. Where is... Okay, pretty dang far, though. All right, move back to your grassy knoll, I think. You were in the right spot. It was my bad. Okay, that's too far. All right, sad. Very sad. All right, I need to figure out better how to tell when people are dying properly. That's my biggest holdup at the moment. All right, if you get to there, is there any chance? No. No. Okay. Well, we could dash. All right. What if we dashed right away? We dash to there, and then we move. That's way past the turn. Okay. There's no reason. There's no reason. Oh, I shouldn't have moved him. All right. Well, just be sad about that. Okay, you. Now, they did say there were other reinforcements coming. I guess they're not here yet, so moot. All right, so from where you are currently going, we would not be able to get anybody. Move. Sure. 1. It seems like we need about 2 of those to take one of these out, or maybe not quite 2 will kill them. We got a 3rd one in there? We can. Almost. Okay, we'll do it right there. Into him. I like rain. I didn't know I needed rain, but apparently I needed rain in my life. All right, they're plenty in range, so then let's just move just back here since we're doing an indirect fire anyways. Okay, so we fire at him, we start in on the second one. Okay, I like it. You move very far, apparently. just literally up to the front. Oh man, everyone just ran the wrong way last turn. All right, just run over there. You think you're shooting the terrain there? Let's see. It looks okay. I'm gonna say it's okay. I may eat those words. All right, do it. I see. He finishes him off with that. Yeah. Oh, you were correct. I did hit the terrain. Oh, God, I love missiles, though. Okay, so I need to be a little bit back. We didn't have room to get the angle up. Okay, first person, you. Because you can't really move around very easily. What can you hit with your elf eyes? We could bump into our own unit. Okay, fire there, but give me just a second before you do. All right, can we get a second shot? And the answer is probably yes. Into you. Yes, so how far back can I go? Right about there. Okay, so we hit the middle one. We hit the rear one. And then they're getting kind of close, so now I would want to move away. And we'll just move like over here. That's really long time. Move to there, but don't do it there. Do it after your shot. Dotted line, it's all right. Like I said, we gotta learn. I normally don't like playing these type of games for the first time on stream, but just we finished minutes early, so I didn't want to just do a filler stream. So it's all right. We're learning it live. All right, now you got to clear that shot, so you need to run like that way, like right away, and that's not good enough. Run a little bit further. I actually want to go like here. All right, and I want you to fire super early into the front one. And to the front one. All right, now that's telling me 229 out of 225. So if I understand what it's telling me, that should kill that front tank. All right, and then another attack. And then this is not dead, so we fire at that. Okay, how low can we go? No lower. We fire that, and then we just stay nice and close for the shotgun next turn. Learning from moving too much. All right, I'm sure you're dead. I'm not sure you're dead. I think we're gonna fire at the. Maybe we do one missile at the middle one, and then we fire at the rear guy. So where can we? Okay, at the middle guy. And we were clear over here for our missiles. I say that. Now you got me a little paranoid. Let's back away from there just ever so slightly. All right, we'll fire at the middle guy. And then I think we shoot. Where can we do this? This guy. Right there. Yeah, I think that's good. Kicking tanks is also fun. Yeah, I kind of want to get a melee weapon just to see if it's any good. I was a Gundam enjoyer. Okay, I think that means everybody dies if I have that done right. Let's see. Okay, we fire into the first one with a sniper. We fire into the second one. Oh, we just murder everybody. We didn't even need that second shot. Okay. Yeah, I still need to figure out the predicted damage. Excellent work, Commander. The convoy is scattering and abandoning its destination. Time to review our haul. All right, I like that mission. I hope they can continue with a couple more different objective types. So we have destroyed property. We have don't let them kill the civilian stuff. We robbed a convoy. Jump jets and power fists. Death from above. Yes. You can kick them by collision. Melee weapons are hard to hit with. Okay, we leveled up. Lost a little bit of health. Lost a lot of frame integrity. He does a little bit of healing though. Okay, leveled up. Got some XP. Oh, we got green stuff. All right, I like robbing cargo, apparently. A cargo rack. Don't know what that is. And a thruster. Cool. Let me get my T going here. Okay, and this is the mech that we beat up, Contact 1. It had a heavy torso. I think we already have a heavy torso. Some SMGs. Heavy arm. Okay, I don't think we had the stuff at the bottom. So we're gonna do it that way. Oh, and then I wouldn't be able to salvage. Okay, we'll do it this way. We'll save one piece of legs just in case, and we'll salvage everything else for stuff. Now I'm over the character screen. Yeah. There's no good place. In the command room, a lone red marker remains on the map, the enemy's stronghold, the largest military installation in the region. Taking it out could end Cascade's influence over the province for good. You can select the whole column by clicking at the top. Okay. Local Fearland Freedom Forces alert you that they're on their way. The crackle of comms startling your crew out of their thoughts. The stronghold is a daunting target, but it will crack under pressure. Breach. I'm going to assume that'll be kind of the end of the tutorial. Okay, so level up. Okay, Kilo. This is the one using our shield and shotgun. So she just gets the ability Pulse Field. Can be used a limited number of times. Pulse Field. This unit is protected by high-intensity magnetic field. Kinetic projectiles making contact will ricochet without inflicting damage. Yes. And Sierra. Ability Repair. Can be used a limited number of times. Restores 25% of integrity on this unit. Sure. So don't say I was holding out on the interface. Yeah, if anyone has like interface tips and stuff, I'm more than welcome. I'm learning as I know. I don't need to know like the secret ultimate builds or anything like that at this point in time, but yeah, just tips and tricks and whatnot. I'm totally open. Okay, that's both of our level ups. Nope, no one's been killed in action. We should probably look at the mechs. Okay, you are down 25%, so I should probably heal as soon as we start the next fight with him. I don't think we got anything here. Oh, we did get a sniper rifle. I did like that sniper rifle. I don't know if that's a build really though. We kind of spec'd in the missiles, so I wouldn't want to take the missiles off. I mean, I guess we could snipe until they get close and then fire missiles? I'll think about that. Okay, we have an Erebus medium torso. Okay, so like, we could go for a light. It lowers the power, which is the move speed, but if we wanted to use the sniper, I don't think I do though. I think we're gonna go with this Nox medium torso, but I don't think we're gonna put it here. Hang on, let's actually back out. Let's do protector first. Since this is the close range bot, I feel like it should get the heavier stuff. So we have our first piece of green loot. Okay, here's a question, since I have a couple people who seem to know what they're doing. What are the loot colors? White, green, blue, orange? Purple? What is the order here? Okay, so this has what? Composite 2 perk. How do I see that? Okay, composite. Minus 12% mass. Fuse. This subsystem is welded onto the part and can't be replaced. Missing. There's no subsystem for the pilot. No offensive. We have a tier 2 endurance thruster. Optimized for lower heat and power output. Reduced range for better overall movement. And an RF takeoff reactor. Barrier regeneration. What is barrier? Percentage of barrier that we regenerated per second. I don't know what barrier is. I assume that means shield. And we have other parts, it looks like. We can do a reach thruster or an endurance. Endurance sounds better on this thing. So we have Nox legs. Better than what we have up there. I don't have better arms. Shotgun? No. No. Okay, so you're now good. Okay, now let's look at Heavenfall. I don't think anything's going to change here. We have the handgun. I don't think... Well, we could switch out the rifle for the handgun. No, I don't think I will, though. I think that medium range is kind of what we want to sit at. Okay, here's an upgrade. It's just a little bit more integrity. Okay, and this is just not better. I assume there's going to be a way I can, like, salvage these extra pieces at some point. Okay, better stats, but lower integrity. Not by much, though. And getting extra heat could be good. Although those are lights. I think we're going to keep this as a medium mech. I like that you can mix and match, though, and it's not a hard and fast rule. White, green, blue. Okay. You do get to break down the parts. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think we're good there. Let's do this. I assume this is going to be the end of the tutorial. I'm sure that you guys could have probably beaten this in like less than an hour, but reading everything out loud really slows down gameplay. I do know that there's not that much story in the game, so once we're off and running, it'll mostly just be combat. The crawler comes to a stop a safe distance away from the enemy. The radio crackles with confirmation from the Fearland Freedom Force. Everyone's ready to go on your word. This is it. One last push and the province is free. Suit up. Reserves, okay? Squad. We have no other people. Go. Go. Hey, Caddy, how's it going, man? Breach. I like the little flybys. Like I said, they're probably hiding a load screen, but that's a good way to do it. Good to see you, Commander. Our forces are engaging the enemy all over the perimeter. 2 of our mechs will join you at the gates. Give them hell. Static defenses. This location is protected by turrets. Turrets behave differently from other units. They have no pre-planned actions. Instead, turrets will continuously scan surroundings and fire on any unit closing their range. Stay out of their detection cone to avoid damage. Destroying the generator will disable the turrets. Try using the selected ally mech with the long-range beam to do the job. The Fearland Freedom Force units has a backpack missile launcher in addition to its primary weapon and shield. The backpack has limited charges but can make powerful indirect attacks. I want that. I want that real bad. Extended squad. With 4 units at your disposal, planning a turn can get complicated. Take your time. Remember to come up with a plan for every unit. Avoid friendly fire. Given the right plan, your squad will be unstoppable. Well, so far I've managed to not run into my own units, and I don't think I've shot myself, so I've got that going for me. Okay, so you... I assume you're the beam person. Who are you? You're this guy. Okay. 0. Sure. Alright. We can't kill the building from where we're currently at. Detection range. I don't know... Okay, if you just run... I don't know where that actually is. Like, are they going to be able to hit me if I go right here? So we run all the way over to there to shoot it? That seems really bad. What about that long-range missile? Yeah, that seems way better. That seems way better. We could just literally fire at it. Do we know? Yeah, we could just hit it. Do we know how much we're gonna do? Hang on. Damage estimate. Unit damage 585. How can I tell how much HP a building has? I don't have any point of reference. And you could do that right away. I'm gonna pretend that that's gonna work. And just hope that that's the case, I guess. Hey, Shinosuke. YouTube walked you into a Babel live stream when I totally forgot was gonna happen. Thank you, YouTube. Hello, Babel. Well, welcome in, Shinosuke. Was just watching your Leviathan video. Are you talking Leviathan Fantasy? That's an old one. That's a really old one. If you figure out the HP of the building, you're doing better than I did. Do you think I should shoot it more than once? Let's put it that way. I would like that to be destroyed. Maybe we fire twice just to make sure. We fire at it twice to ensure that the building gets destroyed. And then I think we'll move. We got some big boy tanks in there, and there's also a turret there. Burninate in the countryside? Not dying so far, at least. I'll say that. All right, so we're gonna fire into the building. What else do you have? You have a machine gun, which is pretty low range. I don't like that combo. All right, let's just move you here for cover, basically. And you can just do that after you fire. You did it with the beam? The thing is, I can't do it on turn 1. I guess we'll just try it. The worst that happens is it doesn't work. All right, beamy boy. So it said detection cone. How do I tell what your detection cone is? Ah, okay, there you go. I see. Okay, that's not so bad. I thought that was going to be way worse. All right, if we did want this guy to do it, he could run up to here. Yeah, that's plenty safe. That is not safe. Okay, so this thing would cause me a problem. We could try shooting it, but I bet you these have some good HP. Attack scan. I don't see anything being lit up by that. I have a... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Turrets aren't actually active yet. Okay. All right, let's assume that the rockets aren't gonna kill the building. Let's just assume that. And if that is the case... Well, you are slow as molasses. Let's actually dash. Nope, let's not do that yet. Let's get you out of the way. You can see the turret HP at the bottom left. Okay, so those have 200 something. Yeah, you are a problem, man. You are like really a problem. I don't understand why you can shoot so much better than everyone else. All right, so 200. You don't have a weapon that's good at killing that. Actually, yes, you do. You have the missiles. Okay, so what if you just walked forward ever so slightly, and then we started pelting this thing with missiles? All right, so right into there. Unit damage is 360. That should just do it, right? Because that has 220. Yes, my old man eyes. So that should just die. And you know what? If we're just gonna do that, maybe we just splurge and we just fired this one too, so we don't have an oopsie. We just blow up both turrets, and then we don't even care about this, but I'm still gonna kill it because there are other turrets. All right, so blap, blap. It's not raining on this map, so we're not gonna have the same level of cooldown. We can't afford one more attack out of range. Are you though? Are you? All right. Do it. Oh, you're not gonna let... Okay. Move. A little bit closer. Do it way over here. And then also... fire into him. And then... maybe... No, and then that's it. I gotta be careful. I'm making this really complicated on myself to have clean lines of fire. Okay, you do that, that's fine. You're running over there to take some cover. Okay, you. I'm gonna assume that that works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna need to be able to shoot that tower right away next turn. So like we could get a shot from over here maybe. Although that's going to be in range. Wait, you are slow as molasses. Okay, you gotta dash. I think you just have to dash off this hill. All right, so dash to there. And then move to there. And then we'll see what you're doing next turn. And you're just not going to shoot on the first turn. I think there's a missile turret. The other's a gun turret. Ah, gotcha. The first turns will be easier. Yeah, I did notice that because there's several times where they keep putting my short range guy behind my other one. Maybe we could change him because he is first in deployment order. Maybe I could switch those. Maybe that would help. All right, then you. This is where it gets complicated because I got to be careful I don't run into my own units. So if we move... All right, you should be gone by this point, right? Yeah, you're gone. It's warning me if I'm gonna bump. So maybe you just charge. You just Leroy it, just right in the front door. Probably not that far, but something along those lines. We got 3 mechs inside. Let's actually get you to come in this side so that we can do that. I don't want to run in the front door and be shot by all 3 of them. We know we can hop over that. Did I get you a boost? You also have dash. Okay, that can be used to dodge missile locks, though. I don't think I want to use that up. I think I might want that. Or to jump over this if I have to. All right, so if we run to here, anything interesting I can shoot? I mean, we could do that, but it does like no damage. We could take a pot shot at that guy. I mean, we're mostly gonna hit the building. Okay, that's no good. Let's actually run a little bit further if we can. Can we get just around the corner? Yeah, that's not gonna do. Yeah, that's not gonna do nothing. All right, never mind. Just get me behind cover right here. Dash is repeatable but generates heat. Gotcha. Okay, so we are not running into each other. Yes, we are right there. Okay, no. We're not gonna run into each other. Go over here. And then go over there. All right, let's try that again. Okay, now we're not gonna run into each other. So the 2 on the left are just advancing. If I have to fire the particle cannon, I have a clear shot vaguely. Okay, we're gonna missile the building and both sets of turrets. Or am I shooting the bot? No, I'm not shooting the bot. Okay, I think that's the turn. I really hope that double missiles into this building works. Let's find out how horrible this is gonna go. Oh, I love the sound of missile launchers. That did not kill it in 1, nor did that kill it in 1. Our perimeter's on fire, the comms are down, and we have 4 unidentified mechs at the gate. What are you all waiting for? All units engage immediately. Okay, so not great. Not great. We got all kinds of things happening here. Okay, so we need the particle gun. That did not kill this. Oh, or we don't actually know. We have missiles in the air. Neither volley has arrived. Gross. Okay. I don't think we're gonna chance that because a bajillion things are active now. We're just gonna fire at the building. No chances. No chances. Okay. It is gonna start hitting him though. What are you? A machine gun. Okay, what if you just run straight here? And I see... I don't want to hit myself. I'm just thinking if I run here and then we could pop shield against that. I don't know how long that'll help. Or we could hold on. Don't we also have a repulsor? Maybe we pop pulsar field. This action is instantaneous and will immediately affect the planning phase. It cannot be canceled once confirmed. Would you like to confirm it? Does it last the whole turn? I'm going to assume that's the case. Okay, we put up the repulsor field because we're probably getting shot by this thing. And then we attack. Is that guy? Not quite. We could shoot this thing. And that does look like it's telling me we might kill it. We might be killing that. Okay, I might actually be able to attack that a lot quicker then. Maybe we fire at that right away. The pulsar field may block the cannon. Let's check our timeline here. Why are you attacking so late? Hang on a second. All right, so we're clear. Just in case, I'll put it a little bit back. He's gonna run in front. He fires right afterwards, but good to check. And then when you're done firing, I'm worried about that guy. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And it's gonna be so hot. Can I fit a dash in there? Could we dash to here? That's gonna overheat us. It's an allied mech. I'm willing to take heat damage on it. I'm worried that this thing coming around the corner is gonna blap him. I can see the turret sweeps, yes. Okay, so you are gonna kill the turret because it says 229 out of 165. Then we're gonna fire again. You come around the corner and start shooting me. Okay, hang on. Then we're gonna shield right about there at him. Okay, and then we immediately fire at him. Okay, this is kind of neat. I like this system. This is super interesting. We'll see how well my mind works at this. Okay, that's gonna overheat. There we go. No overheat. Does it cost me heat to use my shield? A little bit. Okay, that guy's not firing again though, so I don't need to worry about it. Okay, can I squeeze in another attack? Absolutely not. Okay, so we fire at him. And I think we will move. And we'll just move this way. Just to make a line of fire if I do have to fire the particle accelerator again. I want to do that way at the end of the turn. Tim says, you can see the turret sweeps other end. Yes. If the particle cannon pierces, why not line up the pierce the mech? Okay, interesting. I like how you're thinking. Because I'm crossing in front, and I need to cross in front because I think this turret's gonna hit him otherwise. But I like how you're thinking. We're gonna barely miss that. Maybe we could just re-aim it. Maybe we could re-aim it. All right, do it here. And if I go into there, I might, I think we're ever so slightly too late. Okay, maybe we could go a little sooner. I think we're ever so slightly too late. Okay, that's as close as I can cut it. Have it move left. In that case, I would actually want it to move right. Okay, hang on. Maybe let's redo his turn. So this is where we're currently standing. If we actually moved right ever so slightly, even if it was just that amount. Oh, but it takes so long. I can't get that far. All right, what if we move there and then shot into the building? That might hit him, and he might walk into it at the end there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. We don't hit ourselves. He comes around the corner. He's hitting my shielded unit. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. All right, half the battle already done. All right, on this side, and who knows, maybe these missiles will kill the building, and that's all for naught, that we didn't even need. I hope that's the case. All right, we have two big boys. And for these, I think we're going to swing to the right, and we're going to try to get them to come between us so we can crossfire them. And we're just going to pray that this thing never gets to shoot. So we have you. If we fired right away, right there. Yeah, just get started on him. Okay, we get pretty warm, but we don't overheat. All right, and then we're just gonna run, honestly, probably back here. We have indirect weapon fire. Get into these hills, maybe. Yeah, in all honesty, I think we just book it. We're just like, so long, suckers. Also, oh shoot, we also want to do a repair. All right, we'll look at that later in the turn, maybe. All right, so we fire at that guy. Maybe we don't, hold on, maybe we don't use our missiles here. Maybe we do a regular attack at the beginning of the turn. If I just blop you right away into him. Hang on, get back. All right, so that doesn't overheat us. All right, so we fire some regular shots into him. We cool off a little bit, and then we fire some missiles. They're having collision over there. That's interesting. And then, can I do a repair? It's instant and immediate during the planning phase. Yes, please. Okay. Cool. Now I just need to get this guy out of the way so we don't run into each other. Okay, step one, I think we immediately fire rockets, assuming it doesn't overheat us. And we fire them into you. Yeah, you have a lot of HP. You have 2,200. We are definitely gonna need to do some work there. And I think we just run away. I think we literally just run away. And we'll, like I said, we'll try to set up kind of a crossfire thing here. Maybe that's deep enough into cover. So yeah, let's run this direction. That's gonna let them hit me in the back though. I don't love that. I don't think there's much I can do about it though. Yeah, you do have a dash. Okay, well, they're not shooting at me yet, right? I do get shot right around here. So if we run, if we just book it. I think we just book it. See dotted lines on those missiles. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so we gotta back that up a little bit. Okay, that should be clear. There's no way that those are. I think the dotted lines are the movement that's coming below his feet. Okay, so we fired that set of missiles. Let's get another one up and running. And then I think we just keep pounding into him, in all honesty. That's telling us we're doing 585 out of 2,200. too close. Oh, okay. Okay, in that case, maybe we give this guy a little something something. Oh, that's too far. Oh, we got the Goldilocks zone going on here. Okay, that's no good. And I doubt this is going to be useful. Not this round. Okay, so we fire and we just get the heck out of Dodge. We could dash, maybe. I don't think we want that much movement then. All right, let's take that movement out. Move. All right, I want to move until we're done firing missiles. And then we dash. Oh, that's going to overheat us. All right, up to... No, I think we're just running. I think we're just running. I'm just going to run as far as we can, basically, this turn. This is a guest mech, so I don't care if he takes a little bit of damage. Okay, let's check our timeline. Okay, we are close, but we're okay. I hope. I hope that's what that's telling me. I don't see the big yellow collision warning, although that's really worrisome. Maybe that's where you're seeing those dotted lines coming from. It's this attack right here. Okay, why couldn't I do that earlier? Because of heat. I'm gonna assume that we're gonna rest after this mission. If we fire those off first, then we get them off. Yeah, it's because it's the rifle attack, that's why. And now we're clear. We are gonna take a few shots. I think that's okay. Why are you having them cross paths? Because there's deep cover over here for the guy that has the more indirect. I mean, I guess he could run that way. So you're saying I just have him run that way and him run that way? I guess that's true. Maybe we're making this more complicated than it needs to be. So you're saying we have this guy run this way. And he could, and he's a little faster, so he actually could make it deeper. So we fire, we keep running. I think that's okay. And then you, no on that one, and instead you're just gonna run this way. And then we don't have to cross paths at all. I like that. That's because the other mech was blocking the missiles? Yeah. All right, we should be safer here. Although that's still telling me dotted lines over here. Maybe the trees are in the way? I'm gonna chance it and see what it does. All right, we're watching this guy to see if the trees block missiles and being very sad if they do. Okay, various things just exploded. My missiles did make it out. Good work on destroying the generator, Commander. Turret should be down now. Okay, I literally couldn't see any of that turn. I'm glad we can do replays. Okay, so we're firing the rockets. We're firing the rockets. Firing the rockets. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff in the air. We might actually take this guy down. Okay, then let's see what actually happened over here. Also, I absolutely love that the particle beam destroyed the building like that. I love destructible terrain. Play that through. Don't pause it. I want the... What am I doing wrong here? I want the playthrough. Half speed, normal speed. Okay, so he... Oh, I see. Okay, so we are kind of at the beginning. My mouse is moving that for some reason. Okay, so at the beginning of the turn... Playing. Hover to intercept. I don't want to intercept. I want you to play. Full speed. Okay, so we did get some particle damage on that mech. Actually, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay, I can put it on repeat. Okay, that's kind of what I want. There we go. There we go. Okay, so plenty of time. What was going on with your repulsor? Okay, the turret died early enough it didn't matter too much. We did repulse maybe a shot or two. Okay. Okay. There is an experimental setting that said something about I could save all the replays and play a video, but it said it used a ton of RAM, so I was a little bit worried about that, trying to make it run while streaming. Okay, no more of that, please. You have to position and time to click the arrow to play. All right, hopefully I got that. The particle gun did so. Oh, yeah, the missiles. Hang on. I do want to see that one more time. I want to say the missiles would have finished off the building. That first one did do a good chunk, but it would have taken 2 volleys. And then we got a ton of damage on him from that particle beam. Good suggestion to change that timeline there. Like, we did so much damage there that we would not have otherwise done. All right, let's plan. Okay, you are like super close to death, like super duper close. So I think he is literally gonna shotgun this and kill it. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna shoot or anything. All right, now that's telling me unit damage is because we're shooting his side. I need to shoot the torso on this thing, not the arms. Okay, so we can do that. We can do that. So move to here. So we move in front of him, and then we bop him in the front. Now that's still saying 228 out of 433. I don't know if I believe that. I guess I should. And I don't have the oomph to do a second shot, so we're just gonna fire the ones I can do. There's a tank back there. Tim says, don't forget to like the stream, chatters. I agree. You definitely should leave a like. Yeah, it's not just destructible, it's sculptable destructible. Yes. I don't think we can do terrain damage, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That is a big ask. All right, is there any chance that you have a secondary gun? You sure don't. You sure don't. Okay, and you got big stuff coming at you. You got big problems coming your way, and he's going to attack you. All right, maybe this isn't it. No, this isn't it. You need to save him instead. All right, so you're going to run. You may not even be able to run. Do you have a dash? Collision. So if we dash to here and then move to here, and then we shield against this guy. Okay, so we move to there, we get our shield up, and then he doesn't attack anymore. So then we could fire here at him, I guess. It'll hit him in the back. 154 out of 400. That's not going to kill him still. All right, and then particle guy. I don't know what we're doing with you, particle guy. Maybe we're lining up. Can we line up a shot that hits the tank and that? So all we need to do for that is just ever so slightly move. No, that's not going to work because he's targeting him. All right, we need to go this direction. It doesn't need to be even that far. No, not good enough. We're too slow. Okay, what if we dash with this mech? We dash to there. Okay, now we're covered. We are getting shot by that guy too, though. He changed what he was gonna do. Cheeky little bugger. Oh, it's the tank. I see. We have a second repulsor field. We could bounce the tank shell back. I'm a little cheeky. All right, we'll do that. All right, and then you, we're gonna fire. Now, I would love to shoot him, but that can't really happen. Well, actually, yeah, it can. I could step aside and then take the shot. Or we just use that to kill him. You're gonna fight. I'm pretty sure that's taken care of. I'm gonna pretend that that's taken care of. So we dash across. We move ever so slightly. And then we fire at that guy. Like that. That's predicting a lot of damage. And we have cleaner lines of fire, and then next turn you can step back in front of him with the shield. Am I sure that the camera guy is covering? Let's see. I mean, we don't get there for like the first shot. I don't think there's any faster we can do. Oh, I see. It's because we're moving. Okay, no, that doesn't work. This run's no good. I gotta wait. So we want to run. And we do want to run to here, but we don't want to do it yet. Yeah, that's as good as I can do to keep him protected. I probably don't need to be this cautious, but I'm trying to just learn the mechanic. All right, we're going to do a lot of damage to you, but not enough to kill you. So let's see what we can do here. So we do have missiles. He's out of range. He's out of range for both of those, at the beginning at least. Could hit him right at the end. Probably too late. We probably want to come closer. Overheated? What do you mean overheated? I'm not overheated. Walk forward. You're fine. Stop being a baby. Yeah, you're fine. Probably just do normal attacks here. Right? You know what? There's no reason to rush it. Well, actually, there's a little heat. Yeah, start attacking there on him. We will blop, blop, blop. And then maybe we do some missiles. Okay, I'm actually fine right away. Into him. Yeah, we don't max out our heat. Can we do a second set? I think we can. How often can the pulsar be used? Twice per mission, apparently. So I'm using up both of them. Okay, I think we kill this guy, maybe, assuming that we actually hit with that lance weapon. Okay, and then you have a tank firing at you, which maybe you're going to be okay because you're behind the cover. You have several things firing at you. Okay, but you have a shield. So we are definitely going to shield. Very early in the timeline. Apparently against you. So, yep. Okay, put that a little bit later. A little bit later. I wonder if this actually will deflect both or if it doesn't work like that. We also need to move ever so slightly more. All right, so we move. That's really cool if that actually does that. I don't know if that's going to be the case. All right, and then you. So attack you. I'm pretty certain that those will kill him. It'll just take a second to get there. And we're fine for heat. We could try to support that. We could get some rear attack here. I think we just get some damage into this guy. Fire, fire. Okay, we will overheat slightly. There you go. If you select the tank, you can look at your mech and see if it says blocked. Blocked. It does say blocked. Does that mean by the terrain or does that mean by the shield? That's a great tip. I would not have figured to do that. That might be terrain blocking him. But the terrain is definitely not blocking those shots. I really like the missiles being caught midair. That's really doing it for me. Okay, I think I'm happy with this turn. The main plays are going to be what happens over here. Okay, let's see. Go for it. Okay, he ejected. Okay, interesting. We'll charge him a laser. We shoot him while he's ejecting, because screw that guy. He's already crashing. Okay, did you not fire? Replay that. We're still in the wind-up phase, so we're gonna fire afterwards. That must have a little more wind-up than I thought. Apparently I didn't take that shot. I thought I took. Okay, you actually finished him off with the... Okay, so I'm still misunderstanding that estimated damage thing. Okay, I don't need the backwards and forwards. One way, please. Loop it. Okay, yeah, we hosed this guy. I think the missiles did a bunch of leg damage. All right, what happens over here? Okay, so we're running. Okay, we don't get our shield up in time. I wonder what happened there. We took all those hits. We didn't block any of them properly. Oh, no. Maybe we're taking the damage on the shield. Maybe we're okay. Yeah, I bet you that green means shield. Okay, and those are... really contributing to his death, is what that is. Okay. And then we have a set in the air. All right, gotcha. All right, plan. Forgot to reskip the cannon. Okay. I guess it worked out because he died anyways, so moot point. All right, so you're ejecting pilot, so I do not need to worry about you. You I do need to worry about, and you know what? You're looking mighty lined up. You could walk right through my shot on you. Stop moving. Do an attack. At the very beginning of the turn. Out of range, in range. All right, he's gonna be moving though. I think I need to move ever so slightly forward to make sure he stays in range. Yep, it all says optimal. Okay. We'll hope that's the case. And I did already dedicate a volley to the tank, so the tank should be dead. He just doesn't know it yet. All right, we still have this tank that has not been dealt with. What are the odds that you are in range? Not even remotely close. Okay. I think we're gonna have our shield guy just book it. I think we're gonna go try to take that tank. All right, what if we run to here and then dash? Ooh, Babel likes that. Babel likes that a lot. We dash up there and then we shotgun him. Shotgun him. 229 out of 286. So I'm not expecting this to die. I'm not expecting that to die unless we crit or something. You could dash through tanks? Ooh. Don't threaten me with next turn's actions already. Okay. Now, how do we know? How can we tell if that's gonna die? That's 1,144 out of 2,269. So I'm not expecting that to die from the particle cannon. So I need some more damage. Are you guys attacking or what are you doing? Okay, you're shooting at him. Okay, so I'm in the clear over here. So I think we run and gun. Go to here. All right. And I don't want to overheat. There's no reason for it. So right there, fire into you. And then do we have some missiles? Maybe some missiles also into you? All right, so 360 damage. I see, they're not adding these up. So 360 plus 300. So 660 damage. Plus this guy doing 1,000. So he should have about 500, 600 HP left at that point. So we need this mech to do 500 to 600 damage, maybe a smidgen more. Can you just missile him? No, he is too close, I think. No, he's okay. No, he is too close. If we run... Maybe we don't try to run. Maybe we stop trying to be cheeky. He's gonna fire at me twice. If we move here and shield right from the get-go, we shield him. So we're shielding. He stops firing. Then we attack him right there. So 60, and then it just goes up as he gets closer. It's right into optimal range. Could even wait a second. Okay, and then we shield again at the end of the turn. On that. Yeah, when he starts shooting again. Okay. His rocket packs probably have limited ammo too. If you're talking about this, yes it does. It has 6 shots left. Are there any ammo counts do you need to worry about? So yeah, it has a number above the ones that do. And it seems like the backpack's the only one that's limited so far. Okay, I'm feeling like this is it. I feel like that's good. Where are those missiles? When are those missiles going? I kind of wish we had a prediction on this on the timeline. I think that tank dies this turn. I hope. And I guess just in case it doesn't, we could do a little bit of move maybe to the side. And I would want to do that way over here when we're shielding. And we'll come this way to get over the hill and shoot that if I have to. All right, do it. Okay, tank go bye-bye. This guy's getting absolutely shredded. Yes. Yes. I didn't check what damage we were predicted to do there and make sure I understood that properly. Sad. Okay, replay that. I want to watch my dash over here. Okay, so where are you? You're running. Boost. Shotgun. Okay, that did like nothing. I see, there's a bunch of bullets in the air. Okay, I got it. Plan. All right, what is still alive? Just the tank. Okay, so you gonna do anything? You are gonna try. Okay, so I mean, literally, if you don't overheat, I'm just gonna fire into this thing. You are gonna overheat. Okay, that's as soon as I could fire safely. So what if... Yeah, exactly this. So we are behind the building. He fires... Okay, now he's gonna fire somewhere else. Okay, he's firing there. Okay, so you... Run. Okay, he can put shells into the building. I don't care. Run to there. I think that will break his line of fire. Let's run. I want to be a little bit... Okay, come to here. And then run behind the building. In fact, actually, I guess at that point I might as well get closer. If you're gonna make me come over there, I will come over there. Run to here. And then, just in case that thing is still alive, we'll shoot it. Okay. I'm starting to see the Matrix here. This is getting me. Okay, and that's the only thing alive, so I don't need to really worry about it. But again, just in case, I think over here... Hang on. You don't need to do that. Run. You're not gonna make it there, chunky boy. It's fine. And then Mr. Particle Beam. All right, what if... Boy, he is slow as molasses. Okay, move there. If you were going to get a shot just right from the beginning, out of range. All right. Where is range? Very close, actually. Okay, so if we shoot like here, still out of range. In range. I'm doing it because I can. Want a big sword? I know, I want a sword. I really want a sword. Okay. And I will get faster at this, I promise. I'm still definitely in the learning phase. All right, let's do it. Oh, the shots in the air already were enough. Fine. Where's my particle beam? Yes. Okay. Oh, and we're shooting through the building. What robust construction. Holy moly. We should start building buildings like this. Literally like one corner of the building holding up the entire thing. Okay. Dropship over intercept. We're overhead, confirming massive damage to the structures and multiple unidentified mechs on site. Quick response team has rapidly been deployed. New hostiles. Okay, we're not done. So what do I need to do here? Eliminate all. Replay. I guess execute? No, it's a new round. Okay, where are the new hostiles? Oh, they're not on map yet. I see. I see. Okay, well, I wasn't ready for that. What if you just didn't care what was in the way? I mean, yes. Yes. Okay, so we have a second to get in position. And then that tank is going to start shooting at my green mech. I haven't named it something cool, so I don't know that it's what its name is, unlike Heavenfall. Okay, well, I'm glad I actually brought units closer, just being cheeky, because that would have been a little annoying had I not done that. Okay, so you... I literally can't target anyone yet. Can I target you here? I can. Okay, that's... Hang on. How far up can I target you? As high up as I can see? Is that what you're telling me? Hang on. This is hilarious to me. I thought I saw him. Okay, right there. Target him. That is hilarious. I love it. Okay, and then another one. Okay, now they're all on the ground and being boring. All right, I'm just gonna kill the two tanks, I think. And we'll just worry about the mechs. So we fire at that one. We fire at that one. Although that one says 8%. I don't know. That's so funny to me. I'm still gonna do it. Maybe we need a second volley at that one, just in case. Okay, that's all fine. And then while this is happening... move that way. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, you... I'm very sad. I'm very sad with that one because I would have liked to already be shooting. All right, something like that. Let's target him. Now, I don't care what's between us, but the thing is, that building's going to eat up a bunch of my damage. So I'm going to try to move somewhere that gets me a better shot. I guess we just sidestep while we're firing. And we'll set ourselves up for next round. Okay, none of you are getting shot. Yeah, so you're the only one getting shot at the moment. Okay, so we have a little bit of an opportunity here with this guy. Okay, I think we start with missiles as soon as we can. Him. 100% chance. He lands. We move to here. Okay, we're not bumping into him. And then we shoot him in the back. I do kind of want them to land. Actually, do I care? Maybe I don't care. Yeah, just shoot them. Why not? This is a very flexible system. The fact that I'm able to shoot them while they're drop podding in is really doing it for me. All right, and we can just fire right away if we're careful. I think we'll do a second shot into him. Okay, pretty sure. Okay, so we're gonna do, I can't even see my preview. 360 damage. Then we're gonna do 300. Then we're gonna do 300. So 960 damage is half of his HP. So I'm not expecting him to die, although maybe we hit the legs and he does die. I'm really struggling with understanding what's gonna die and what's not. For the beam, does the damage increase? I think it does like damage ticks. I think it kind of does. The damage flux. I think it works. It's cool you can shoot them out. Yeah, I'm really liking that. I don't seem to realize we only care about the beam. Well, I kind of care about not dying, so I have a little bit of investment in that. All right, and hold on. Are we cool? Hang on. That's a little spicy. I don't want to beam myself. Okay, that's a little safer. I saw that beam tracking right there. It was making me nervous. Okay, he's in a little bit of a tight spot, but he'll be able to shoot him in the back, or he'll be able to shoot him in the back. So somebody's getting shot in the back. All right, what are we gonna do here? So on this, they actually are gonna try to shoot him. That tank is gonna fire. Now, I don't really care though, because we can shield. So if I move, I gotta be a little bit careful because we are gonna have things coming in. If we run to here, okay, let's get the shield up. When do I need that? At the end of the round? It's gonna be against him. Okay, maybe we start that ever so slightly sooner. Okay, according to this, we're gonna block those shots. Then that means we could do some attacks maybe. Somewhere in here. 35 is not gonna do it for me. We bump that up against the shield. 71? We also could just shoot the tank. We already are gonna have missiles in the air at them though. I'm gonna believe in the missiles. I'm gonna shoot that guy. The casualness at which we broil our pilots, they're fine. I don't even know how to see it. Look, he's got 35 health. He's fine. Little bit of, you know, heating. You know, you don't want to be cold. All right. This is a complicated turn, and I really want to see if people get hit by those missiles as they're coming in. Yes. Okay, I did burn him, kind of, didn't I? Okay, he's already crashing out. Okay, we're shielding. Okay, I feel like that worked. I feel like that worked. I didn't realize I was actually burning him, but you know, it happens. All right, you are almost dead. That might be enough that he just dies. If he doesn't die by here, he will... No, where's that shot? By here. All right, you just shoot him. Just like right away, shoot him. Okay, that would do some damage. That won't. Okay, I think that will kill him before he gets any shots off. On the off chance I'm wrong, you've done your particles. You don't even need to move anymore. Okay, do your particles. Just casually burn yourself a little bit. And then I think we just take cover. Yeah, just waddle that direction. You're so bloody slow. I need to remember that if I ever get a particle accelerator that they can't barely move. Okay, now do we have more missiles? Yes. So I'm pretty sure both of those missiles are heading for the tanks. Okay, he's just going to town on me. So we want to... No, I mean him. I've got shield. He continues to... Okay, so I'm gonna need a second shield against him. So he's firing, and then we fire back. Oh, that's my mech on... I was like, what is this yellow mech? Just casually on fire. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. You guys are always so worried about that. All right, and then let's try not to boil this guy. Everyone complains. Fire at him. Okay, that would absolutely toast us. Okay, that is not going to toast us. That will. Okay, stop being toasty. And then I'm going to move. Probably just to chase. Well, hold on. I better not do that. I think there's missiles in the air. Let's stay back a little bit. Move to there. All right, blocking. We fire into him. We fire a second time if we need to, and that's when the missiles hit. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. What's this? That's you. Okay. Okay, you're crashing, so it's really just you I need to worry about. Assuming that you are actually dying, which maybe you're not, because you do say you're going to attack. Okay, fine. I guess if you plan on attacking. All right, let's not broil this guy anymore. How much have I done to you? Only 2 points of damage. You guys are babies. Fine. All right, and then if I do this into him, we're fine. I think we will move this way. Okay, don't boil, and we don't boil. See, it's fine. It's fine. And you know what? I'll even repair because we've taken a whole bunch of damage. We've taken a bunch of damage from me burning myself. All right, do it. I want to know if this guy was going to die without that extra help. Apparently not. Apparently not. He did get a shot off. I didn't think you were going to get to do anything. Okay, and I missed what happened over here, so replay that. We fire at the tank. It's still alive. Ah, it got behind there for the building. Ah. The missiles hit the building. I didn't think about that. And apparently we have a 7-meter collision of some sort. Okay, plan. Okay, so we have him backing up into us. I like your aggression. I respect that. I do respect that. All right, let's just back up over here, though. Because while I do respect it, I don't want to get a collision. Can we do this without burning? I'm already going to burn a little bit. All right, but I can get out of the way of the collision. And then we can fire all the way over here. Just fine. Okay, so that is about all he can do. And I guess let's move a little bit more this direction at the very end, just in case. All right, the guy I thought was dead was not actually dead. Although he's just limping around. All right, that tank is going to get shots off. I hate it. Do we just fire at the tank? What are you doing these days? You are scorching. All right, maybe we just take cover and you're going to shoot at me. All right, move to there. Okay, you're going to put shells into the building, I see. All right, well, just do it. I'm pretty sure he can't bring the building down in that amount of time. All right, right there, we'll move again to here. So right after he's done firing, we'll move to here and we'll help with that guy if we have to. All right, Chunky. I mean, we have kind of a clear shot. right about here. Yep, that's a clear shot. And we're not gonna even boil myself. All right, and over here. Okay, the missiles will probably get hit by the building, so that's not worth it. I can't, he's too far for the MG. Okay, he's just too far, just in general. Do you have a dash? You don't. All right, so you just need to run forward. Oh man. If we go to here. Right there, we could fire one. And then I think we are going to continue getting closer because we may need to. If you check the weight of the tank, it probably says very light or something similar. Mm-hmm. Nice choice on game pick. Well, thank you. I've had this for a little while. Basically, I think since the 2.0 came out. I bought it on Steam sale. I try to buy anything that I'm not buying brand new because I'm going to stream it. I try to get on Steam sale. And I just haven't had time to get to it, so. People seem to really enjoy the Babel, and that dual AC cannon really did it for me. So I needed some more mechs. Good. Good. All right, fire some more missiles just to make sure. Exceptional work, Commander. The base is secure. The enemy is in disarray. The perimeter squads are on the run. Let's get our pilots back on board. That did go pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. We're getting a bunch of bonus XP, apparently. Okay. Oh, wow, we are so over. We are so over when I should have quit. I'm having way too much fun here. 40 seconds of combat. That probably took me 40 minutes for those 40 seconds. I live for the time between the seconds. A little bit of Xenos for you there. Okay, we did take a lot of damage. That was totally my bad. I didn't realize I was lighting him on fire. Yeah, oops. That's all I can say about that. Unscathed. Yep. All right, got some various stuff. Sure. All right, heavy shield. A level 2 assault rifle. That might be better than what we have. No, basically the same. Can I compare here? I can. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so the one I have fires further. It has less of a cooldown. Action duration. Okay, so the duration is a little longer, but the cooldown is faster. Mine has less scatter. Shots are 12. Unit damage 20. Okay, the damage is way better on the other one, though. All right, maybe we do take that. And a Nox heavy. Oh, we got hang on, we got tons. I guess we'll just take it all. Sure. Yes. Resistant forces have already moved ahead to press the advantage. You are receiving scatter reports of Cascade units retreating all across the valley. Their grip on the province has been broken. It's a small part of Fearland, but it's a step forward. There will be more. Your salvage crew has other exciting news to report. The enemy had a large inventory of military crawler parts. This is a game changer for the capabilities of your mobile base. As you review the list, one item catches your eye. Oh, tell me we have a coffee machine. New capabilities have been unlocked. To start reviewing them, click the upgrades button. Ooh, okay. The base can now be upgraded by spending resources. These upgrades can allow the base to house more units, unlock new capabilities, and more. One of the most important systems that you'll need is the workshop. Hover over the upgrade tile and inspect the details, then double click to confirm or long press to confirm it. Navigate to the newly unlocked workshop. With this upgrade, the mobile base is equipped to do more than repairs. Advanced printers and manipulators can assemble almost anything. Can assemble a coffee machine, given time, resources, and blueprints. Projects, a mech frame. Beautiful, beautiful. The workshop can be upgraded to a higher level. The inventory, the mechs on board, scrap records have enough parts. For unlocked blueprints are listed here. For now, you only possess the blueprint for a basic armor and mech frames. You'll discover more blueprints over the course of the campaign. Mech frame. Adds a new empty frame to the hangar, can be fitted with parts. This project requires a free unit slot. Slots are taken by stored units and in-progress unit construction. To increase the number of available slots, visit the upgrade screen. Frames are incredibly important. They're the bodies of your mech units that you equip with body armor and weapons in the customization. Build more frames allows you to expand your squad. Begin the project by double-clicking on the build button. Printing new parts is a delicate process, requires the base to be still. Just like repairs and pilot recovery, manufacturing will occur when you stop to camp. With a new mech frame being built, let's review equipment manufacturing. You'll be able to access research parts by using the category buttons here. To unlock projects in the workshop, you'll need to research them by scrapping parts. This can be done through the inventory or through the salvage screen. You need to research them by scrapping parts. Okay. Some projects might require multiple scrapped items to be researched. Check the workshop progress bar for more information. The parts you manufacture will be the same level as the workshop. Right now it's level 1, but it can be increased. Okay, that's an important upgrade. If you have enough parts with higher level, you can increase the level of your workshop right now. Follow the instructions on the panel to level up. If you have enough parts, you can do it again. I don't. All set. You're now equipped to face greater threats. You can expand your squad and recover lost mechs. You can make choices between equipping salvage or scrapping to get resources and workshop upgrades. It's up to you how to proceed. Okay, very nice. Okay, I did mention we are already almost an hour over when I should have quit. I was just having too much fun and I kind of wanted to get through the tutorial too, so pretty happy with that. Can I look at profits? I'm probably doing myself. Members of the Freedom Forces have established defensive positions or are anxiously awaiting your next move. It's time to lead them to the next province. More provinces await your help. To proceed, you'll have to approach the frontline outpost at the edge of the province and confirm your next destination. Okay, can I... Yes, I can save here. Create save. I can't rename these or anything. Okay, that makes me a little bit nervous. Yes. That makes me very nervous. I gotta be careful I don't load into the game and accidentally oversave our game. Okay, but that was Phantom Brigade. That was just tutorial stuff. You know, it is what it is on that, but yeah, I really like that. I was really getting into that timeline mechanic. That's really interesting. And it's going to be even more interesting when we have more units and more pilot abilities and whatnot. So I'm pretty excited to see that. My plan is this is going to be the main game that we're going to stream for a while at least. We'll see if interest holds. It has my attention, at least for the moment. I've heard this is about a 30 to 40 hour playthrough, so that'd be a couple weeks of streaming. We do have a couple games coming up, so we'll just see. We may have to pause it. We may do like an every other night stream or something. We'll see. But for the foreseeable future, I think this is what I'm going to be sticking to as long as interest holds on the channel. You missed page 1 of 4. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, Empyrean. And they let you leave without actually checking that? That's rough. At least it auto salvages, I guess. Blame the coffee shortage. I do. I know I do. Why don't you do more playtests? I wasn't ready to stream this tonight. I was gonna start on Wednesday, but we finished Menace early, and I decided not to do a filler stream tonight. So that is the literal reason. I wasted too much time fiddling with my stupid camera settings. Pretty sure you can rename the save file under the name. I would love it if that's the case. Under the name. Stream save. Great. Thank you. That makes me way less nervous. Okay, if you enjoyed yourself tonight, a like would be much appreciated. That tells YouTube maybe they should show it to people like you. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. Right now, my big goal is by November 30th, I'd like to be at 10,000. We are skating at being on time with that. So your subscription will make all the difference to meet that goal. If you want to support the channel above and beyond that, you can always leave a super chat here while I'm live, or super thanks on a video or VOD. You can become a member here on the channel. Members on the channel get early access to videos I'm working on. Right now, that is Song of Six and Shadow Empires and some Steamfest previews, all of which are up at the moment, but it varies depending on whatever I'm working on video-wise. If you want to just leave a tip, there's also a Patreon linked in the channel info. If you don't trust YouTube to tell you when you're going live, You can always join my Discord, and I have a channel for announcements where I do an at everyone about 15 minutes before I go live. If you just want to come there and hang out and you don't want to get those, you can always just mute the announcement channel. All right, guys, cool intro. Hopefully the camera, okay, before I cut it out, give me a camera rating. Is this acceptable, meh, or bad? I need to know if I should fiddle with it or not. This camera I have is okay, but the base settings are garbage. You really have to fiddle with it. And that's what happened to the green screen yesterday. It got reset. Babel earned an affiliate link to Shadow Empire. Tell Gabe over at Steam that he needs to open up affiliates. That would be super helpful for me. Not now, I mean, I've posted about 3 playtests. Oh, it just depends on timing, Shinosuke. It's not that I don't necessarily want to try them, but it just depends on timing. Didn't notice the camera issue. Image is crisp. I did notice I could see my gray hair a lot better, so acceptable, don't see a difference. A little too crisp. Droog's like, could you blur it a little bit? I can see all your imperfections. And I'm like, well, that's just all I've got, so here we are. Okay, I may fiddle with the redness a little bit. Who knows? Maybe I am that red. I don't know. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed your Monday. I will be back on Wednesday. We're going to do more Phantom Brigade. Like I mentioned, that is going to be the stream game for the foreseeable future as long as people keep showing up for it. So, cool game. I really like it. I got it on Steam sale. I'm very happy with my purchase so far, so I can see the wear and tear. Yeah, it's a long road, bruh. It's a long road. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being cool. Thanks for the help, Tim, and everyone else who was helping me there. Really appreciate it. Like I said, if you're watching this and you're in VOD land, if you want to leave any tips or anything on the comments, I really do appreciate that. I read everything for sure. I'm not looking for, like, do this ultimate build, but anything like, hey, you missed this or whatever. Like, I missed the loot, apparently. I appreciate all those comments. All right, guys, I'm going to play us out with an ad if you want to hang out for a few seconds to give me some pennies. Otherwise, I'll see you on Wednesday. Babel out.